Okay. Guess who's back? Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It's that time again. Mario Kart Universal. Okay. Mario Kart Universal, Season 13, Division 1 Finals, World Friend Star versus Rozando, Katastrofe. I don't know how to pronounce their name. I'm just going to call him RK. It's your boy, JP Givner, John Slater, and I'm here with my man, Squidz.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Yeah, man, thank you for that warm welcome. And as you said, it does all come down to this, the Division 1 Finals of MKU Season number 13, where the reigning champions, World Friend Star, they will be facing off against the rising RK in today's best of 3 set. I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I think so too. The way I'm seeing this match, and I think RK does have a shot, but honestly, given how World Friend has just been dominating ever since they won in Season 8, I feel like there's either going to be 2 scenarios that play out today. I feel like it's either going to be really, really close, and one team comes out with the 2-1, or World Friend is going to 2-0 pretty easily. I think those are the 2 scenarios. I think RK can do it, but World Friend, I think they're going to have a lot of confidence going into this match, honestly.
Yeah, as you said, dude, since Season 8, that is the past 5 seasons that World Friend Star have won in Division 1, and they're looking to make it a 6th consecutive title with today's match. So
damn right.
You would expect on paper they do have the upper hand, but you can't count out RK, dude. They've had such an amazing run that I don't think many people were expecting.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially considering, they beat HD in a pretty legendary semifinal fashion. That was pretty awesome. Game 3, they tied and they went into another GP, and then RK edged out the victory. Amazing job for them.
You really can't get much better and much closer than that, really.
Damn right.
It's almost like once in a blue moon you'd get that, where in the playoffs it would be a tie, especially in Division 1 as well, where the stakes are just that much higher.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, the lineups are on your screen, so let's go through them right now. On the side of World Friend Star, we have Rox, Valor, Star XLX or Daniel, Swift, Starlo, and Thomas. Thomas, we're going to be watching him on the World Friend Star side. And on RK's side, we have Angel, Drac, Engel, Guti, Roberto. We'll be watching his perspective on the RK side. And Ryan's. 2 beasts of lineups, and they're going to be clashing today. I'm very excited to see what happens today.
Yeah, so am I. Going over that lineup from RK real quick, I do believe that is the main lineup they've been sticking with for the majority of the season. Those golden 6, if you could call them that. And also, hopefully, Roberto's internet hasn't been messing up recently, because I know last week he was having a few issues with his stream, so hopefully there's no issues with disconnections. And again, World Friend Star, that's such a strong lineup with Rox, Valor, Star, Swift, Starlo, and Thomas, as you said. Theo and Mars, I know they do like to pop in occasionally to play for the team, but such a strong core, and I think once World Friend Star do get to the front, it's going to be very difficult to hit them out.
Yeah, although to be honest, I feel like you can say that for both teams in all actuality, because I mean, if you're making it to the D1 playoffs, or the D1 finals rather, you've got to have that good front presence. You got to give her in the front, that's one of the key things that you got to do to win. So it's if you don't have that down, ready to go, it's you're already putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. But honestly, I think especially on the World Friend Star side, I think it's really awesome just seeing how diverse this lineup is compared to the last couple seasons. I think especially too seeing as how Star XLX is back on World Friends, and he's been popping off with them. Starlo has gotten a lot better at this game, sticking around the World Friend Star main lineup in the finals. And people like Flo, who, even though he's not in the lineup now, has improved so much at this game and has made it into the top lineup for them as well. So it's all these players giving her full throttle, no doubt about that. And yeah, World Friend Star is looking really nice. Same on the RK side as well. Even though, you, on paper, you might expect World Friend to maybe like get a comfortable victory on RK. Like you cannot count them out. This is the same lineup that barely edged out a win in the best of 3 versus High Definition in the semifinals. So you never know what's gonna happen. And I'm sure, especially after how the semifinals went for RK, I'm sure they're gonna be using that energy to the highest degree and gonna do the best they can against World Friend Stars. So Clash of the Titans, baby, let's go.
Yeah, most definitely. And we all know getting a win against a team like High Definition is most certainly nothing to scoff at all. So RK, gonna have to hope their spirits are quite high. I imagine they're quite nervous. And going back really quickly to what you said about the diversity in the lineups, World Friend Star, whilst obviously they've every single season for the past 6 seasons they have been making the Division 1 Grand Finals. It's been amazing to see the amount of teams actually face them and get to this point, because it almost seems like it's actually been a different team every single time, which is great.
Every time, yep, it's true. And RK is continuing the trend. Let's see if they are going to have a shot to end the World Friend Star Division 1 title streak. It would be pretty legendary, because I think most people are expecting World Friend to win, but you never know. You never know. And that's the beauty of Mario Kart. That's the beauty of Division 1 Finals. Like, you never know what's going to go down. Even though you might have a good idea of who is the favorite here, the other team, they earned their way to the finals, and they can still do some work. So it's like, let's see what happens. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Is that 12 in room I'm seeing right now? I think it's 11, so we are just waiting
in room
on that one last person. But I did mention this last week when we were watching RK go against HD for the first couple of matches. RK have, for the most part, they've been a very on and off team. Before this season, the last one they actually played was back in season 10, which was early. It was the early to mid stages of 2020, and even then they finished 3-1-6 in Division 2. So they've done such a good job to. I mean, I don't really want to say they've come out of nowhere, because they always have been lingering, kind of. But as I said, they've been fairly on and off. So what I'm trying to say, it really is amazing that a team like RK have managed to bounce back and make it all the way to the MKU Division 1 Finals, when not many people expected them to reach this feat, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, I think their lineup going into the season was, like, super, super good. So I think on paper, you'd expect RK to do, like, pretty well to begin with. But I think especially, like, just the fact that, like they were gone since season 10, and now they're coming back, and they're coming back with a bang. They made it all the way to the finals, and now we're gonna see what happens. Like, they're gonna be put to the test on the biggest stage on the Mario Kart Central stream, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. You know, the finals, it's always very entertaining to watch, and it's gonna be this is where I start saying the same thing over and over again. But it's gonna be an experience. It's gonna be an experience. I'm really excited, like I've probably mentioned a couple times at this point. But yeah, let's get her going, bud.
Yeah, well, I think you're in luck, because we do have 12 people in the room now.
Hell yeah.
As Rox finds his way into the room. World Friend Star versus Rozando la Katastrofe for the Division 1 MKU Finals Season 13. I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. Let's go. It's going to be a good one.
All right, here we go. World Friend hosting the first match. There's a good chance that they have a good amount of top spots. Although I do imagine both teams on a stage like this, you'd want to get in the room as quickly as possible. So there is a chance that we could see like a wide range of like weird spots for both teams. So you never know. But in due time, the Clash of the Titans, once again, MKU Season 13 Division 1 Finals, brought to you by Mario Kart Central. Let's go!
And we see World Friend Star immediately opting to go for that Wario Stadium pick in the Leaf Cup, suggesting they probably have a few top spots. Meanwhile, RK opting to go for the Twisted Mansion, hoping to pull mushrooms at that first set and take the well-renowned shortcut at turn 1, which saves an astronomical amount of time, really. So,
yeah, and it looks like, given what their spots are in the room, there could be potential for all 6 of them to have a shot at getting shrooms. Yeah, like 3, 4, or 5 to start off. Like, that's really, really good.
That is good. It's too bad it doesn't really matter because we are going
really matter.
to Wario Stadium, and if a team can manage to break into the front early here, then odds are they should be able to keep it unless a shock is pulled, I think.
Yeah, Arcade needs to take advantage of the items to get the, like, right here. Because World Friend already has top 2. Yeah, you saw, I believe an Arcade member actually shroomed up. We see a few Arcade members up here right now. So they're already doing what they can to get up there. And I'd like to say they're 1-3 at the moment, with a few World Friend trailing behind. But you never know. Yeah, it's Roberto from Arcane first.
Yeah, Roberto in first. He's got some defense, which is nice. And that was an Arcane member in third. Good. Ooh, almost bananaing himself. Got to watch out there, Roberto. That'll be a bit awkward, especially right to start off the night.
Yeah, pulling out the trail right away, putting the pressure on Squidz, but the boomerang does come in, and that's going to be... Rock's getting taken out as well, so Roberto taking advantage of the trail. Top 3 for Arcane now. It's looking pretty good for them to start off the race.
It is, yes, and we do see Thomas, though, with these green shells. Swift also taking Ryan's out.
Yeah, just
Roberto,
like that. Just like that. World Friend back in 2-3. And definitely doing what they need to do to make sure that RK doesn't run with this. Like, they were top 3-5, and look at that. World Friend's now 2-3.
We see Swift with double reds as well. In fact, I think Guti has a boomerang in first still from earlier.
Potentially multiple more reds from that set.
Yes, Thomas is going... Yeah, Thomas is going to shroom up, try and get the green shell snipe.
That could bounce back and hit Guti.
It could also bounce back and hit Thomas if he's not careful.
That is a factor. I think the green will break soon.
Yes, it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's fine there. Okay, I think Swift has a red. Yeah. They're going to try to hit out RK for sure.
Cyrex coming in with the fire as well. Got to watch out not to hit his teammate. Oh, he got taken out, I think, by the fireball, perhaps. Unfortunate bumps, I would guess. Guti's still holding on to first, but we see Swift still throwing a lot of reds.
That's not going to be for long.
Yeah, there he goes.
Wait,
oh no, he's still going.
Still.
Oh, that's
another red? Yeah. Yep, that's got to be it. This is a great start for World Friend, yeah, for sure. Top 3, automatic winning race. Great start.
Oh, and this actually is a... Oh no, this is a terrible race.
That is at least the bottom 3 for RK.
That's a lot of them back here. That's a top 5-7 from World Friend Star. What an opening race. A plus 38 straight out the gate. And good God, John, I was not expecting race 1 to go like that.
Wow. I'm pretty shocked. Like, literally just one item. One red shell that hit Guti. And just like that, World Friend Star with the second best possible start you can get. That is absolutely insane. And yeah, that's definitely going to boost their confidence by quite a lot going into the next few races. Because, I mean, big plus 38 after one race, that's, like I said, the second best start you can get. So if they could take advantage of this, that would be absolutely insane for World Friends. But the desert pick is coming in, so RK does have a chance to flip it in their favor. You never know. World Friend does still have a chance here, mind you, though, because this track, like, it's picked so that everything is reset. Like, spots have no relevance on this track. It really just depends on which team, A, gets the shock or shocks, or B, how you take advantage of the items that you pull overall.
Yeah, it's no stranger that dry desert is pretty friendly for staying in the back, pulling all those power items, especially the shocks. We can see that's what, let's say, around 75% of these players are doing right now. Only seeing, let's say, 2 people actually staying in the front there, opting to just keep those top spots. So we'll have to see which team can pull the shock. I was about to say can pull the shock first, but ultimately it's whatever team can actually use the shock first.
That is true. And I honestly think with 2 people running, most likely one from each team, that's probably the best thing that these 2 teams can do, because that's A, going to increase your odds of pulling shock, and B, if you get shock, increase the odds of your team benefiting from it a lot.
And there we go, Roberto.
Shock for RK. It's exposed, but none of World Friend can see it. Never mind, Thomas can see the shock. I don't think he'd have another. There's a chance he could. I don't know. Okay, shock comes in early. I'm not sure how much this is going to do unless RK has a second shock, because that is a very early shock.
Yeah, there is an early shock, but you do also have to consider the fact that you don't know if World Friend Star have one as well. So you've got to use it fairly early just to make sure World Friend Star cannot use a shock of their own and just snatch all of that possible momentum away from RK. And as you said, there could be a second shock in play. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Although I think a good thing to mention too is that honestly, like those super early shocks can only help you so much. So it's like sometimes waiting it out just a tiny bit more, seeing if you can really take advantage of your shock. Even if it gets shocked out of you, it might be the better play just to take that risk. And if an early shock does come and it screws you, you still have a chance to come back later in the race. As we switch over to Thomas, he is getting redded and he falls down to 9th, but he is getting some good items. So, that is not a good item for him, the blue shell. It doesn't look like it's going to do too much to first place because he's so far ahead. But, yeah, Pack is close, but I don't think Thomas will be able to benefit much from these items because everyone's going to have these items.
Yeah, we do see first place slowing down, so second place does not get blue. That's going to be a very... Yeah, that shock. That was I think a 1-4 for World Friends.
Yeah, we know RK at least got 2-3. So let's see. Okay, that's a solid race for RK. That's like a 2-3-4-6 for RK. So that's something. That's something. And honestly, something after a -38, that's pretty decent because it gets you on the board in terms of winning races, I guess. So, RK, a solid race for them there. Obviously, they still have a lot to come back from because of World Friends' dominant race 1. However, they're absolutely still in it. 10 races to go. Game 1 of the MKU finals for season 14. Season 13, sorry.
I do think that shock actually did a little bit more than people may have noticed, because we knew World Friend Star were at least top 2, as we just see a first place waiting on the line, so their teammate did not get impacted by the blue shell, which would suggest a fairly obvious top 2. But World Friend only actually ended up getting 147. So so yeah, very good shock from RK. They got some pretty useful spots on that, I think.
Yeah, I think something really important to mention is that I think it was Stark Selects in second. When he got blued, he got hit by the blue first, and the blue is more impactful than the lightning. So when RK was right beside him, they got hit by the lightning. They were able to take 2-3. So Daniel was not able to get second, even if the blue shell was kind of canceled.
Yeah, just little things like that can make the world of a difference as we go to Ice Outpost now for race 3. I think an RK favorite here.
Yeah, but I was seeing a lot of World Friends in the front before the last set. Not Thomas is backing, but that also could be a sign that RK has a lost plus up there too. Maybe Thomas is trying to get the shock. You never know. Maybe he could be on a shock patrol. You never know.
I think it'll be the latter, most definitely. I do think he's just staying back to make sure Guti's not up to any funny business. I think he's holding a star right now.
Oh, he can't look back in the build though, so he actually won't know if RK has shock for a while.
Okay, Roberto getting taken out. I don't know, unfortunately, what he got hit by, but blue shell coming in. That's going to connect with first place.
Don't know if he's going to get... Oh, he actually got a searchable shrooms. I'm surprised because 7th place, it usually is a spot you want to be in when you're trying to get really good items. But, I mean, hey.
Forced to burn it, unfortunately, due to a slight driving error. We do see a lot of dodges being held mid-pack. I wonder if that does suggest a shock. Roberto is slowing down.
Oh, that is a shock coming in for World Friends.
Valer using the shock into first set, I think in around 9th place there. That's quite interesting.
Something like that, yeah. Oh no! Oh, that sucks.
That's costly.
Yeah, Thomas failing the shortcut. He's holding blue, so that suggests that World Friend is in first. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my god.
He's so mad. Oh, I'm going to get hit by the blue as well.
That's so sad, yeah. I think it's going to be a last place for RK. Yeah, our 2 streamers in the back. However, I'd like to say for sure that World Friends is going to get a great race here.
Yeah, especially with that shock. We can see right now a top 2, 5, 6, 9, 11. Not
a crazy great race, but it's still something.
Not the biggest of races, but still a winning race regardless. Ultimately, we don't know exactly what these spots were before the shock. So for all we know, RK actually may have had decent front presence that we weren't quite able to see. So
yeah, that's definitely a possibility. But yeah, so World Friend 2-1 in race wins at the moment, and even so, still up 44, 1/4 into the match. RK has quite a bit to come back from. However, one race could change everything, so do not count them out. We're still early in the match, and let's see what happens. Going on to GBA Mario Circuit. I would say more of like a light bagging track because you definitely can get away with running, but in a 66 situation, I think bagging definitely is like super, super important on this track.
Yeah, I do agree with you. We're not gonna see as many people back like we saw on dry desert. Just gonna see the odd handful, I would expect. As we're gonna see a lot more people deciding to stay at the front. As I do completely agree with you, you can still front run this track somewhat easily, I think. So have to see what happens.
And I think two reasons for that is that A, you don't have as many off-road shortcuts as, say, Dry Desert or Cheeseland. And I would say the more important one, B, is that this track is just generally shorter. So you don't have as much time to catch up. But the Bill strat is still a thing, and you do have some off-road shortcuts available to you, so you can definitely take advantage of those.
We do see a few people opting to stick around at the items as Roberto.
RK. Okay, really early.
Very quickly used.
That suggests that RK has another shock.
Is that Engel holding another shock, or was that a star?
I believe it is. I mean, either way, you don't just use that shock early, like, for no reason. Like,
yes.
You could tell, like, he didn't spam it, so RK definitely has another shock.
Yeah, I think they've got to.
Roberto in the build right now. He has a star after, so he's still in a good position in the race.
Yeah, he can use that build to actually bait Wolfram Star into their dodges, and because he has a star behind it, he's going to activate now. And there you go, courtesy of Engel. Roberto's also going to be able to red out Star X. That's huge.
Okay, that's looking like a top 3, or more or less a top 3 for RK, but the blue shell is coming in. That is going... Yeah, it is going to screw over Roberto. So, it seems like an even mix, to be honest. I feel like some World Friend were able to catch up at the very end. And there is some RK back here, so... I
think there's more than enough RK back here. That actually might be a decent race for World Friend.
Yeah, that was a great race for World Friend, actually. Top 2, 4, 6, 7. That's a solid race for World Friend. And once again, like, another winning race when you're already up by quite a lot early on in the match. You can't really ask for anything more than that if you're on the winning team, essentially. Like, you're extending your lead. World Friend's up 62 after 4. And RK is going to have to get a winning race, and a very convincingly winning race soon. And I mean, like, soon, like, in the next few races, because I'm worried that, like, World Friend will be able to just dominate for, like, the next few races because they have the momentum. They've only lost one race so far. So they're in a good spot right now. RK needs to win the next, like, one of the next few races, at the very least, by quite a lot.
I think it does raise voice for concern because even with 2 shocks that race from the side of RK, World Friend still were able to get top 2, 4, 6, 7 there, being a plus 18. And so it makes you wonder what on earth happened because we did see a lot of RK were in the front, but I guess just that blue shell combined with World Friend pulling lots of mushrooms and stars and the like, at the end, they could just catch up and just take all those top spots right at the end.
I think what might have happened was that I think RK, when they dodged, they only had that one item to dodge the shock. And I think World Friend, if a few of them did dodge up as well, maybe 1 or 2, they had items behind, like, their stuff. Like, Thomas had the blue. I think Rox had triple shrooms after his star when he dodged. Yes. So they were able to catch up. And I guess the rest of World Friend were able to take advantage of the items that they got at the last set. That's my guess. But anyway, Yoshi Valley. Bit of a bagging war back here from what it looks like, but most players opting to run, which I guess it kind of makes sense. This track is a bit of a weird one. Not a very popular one, which is ironic because it was the most popular one in, like, 2018.
Yeah, I was going to say, dude, this track was used... What on earth happened? How times changed. This track, one of the most picked tracks in the game, but now you barely see it, and it's kind of nice to return to it every once in a while. As Roberto, currently in a dodge in 5th place, back spamming his fire. Blue shell, can the blue shell be dodged here? We're going to have to see.
Yeah. They're slowing down right now. They might be doing that to skip. No, it does home in on Drac. Yeah, that's a new component in this game. The blue shell will home in on you much earlier on, so it's not as easy to dodge the blue when it's a close call on the split path on this track.
Yes. Very nice boomerang, though, from Ryan's.
The green shell coming in.
Roberto going to be taken out by Starlo.
Oh, triple dance coming in, though, for Roberto. Taking out one of World Friend. I'm not sure who's in first at the moment.
I do believe it was RK.
Okay, that is a factor. Starlo just got taken out as well. I think this is a 1-4 for RK, but people bagging, though. People are bagging.
Lots of people slowing down. I think there might be a shock in play. There it comes.
Come in.
Lots of World Friend.
I want to say that's an even shock in terms of who dodged. Like, I don't want to say that one more of RK dodged. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Roberto. Thomas dodged it. That was a great shock for... that was a great shock for World Friend, for sure.
Yeah, lots of them dodging.
A few of RK are still up here, I think.
Well, but if Drag gets taken out, which I think he should be fine.
Yeah, he should be fine, yeah. I think he's going to maintain second place or something like that. Maintain his spot, like, not get hit out or anything, so...
Mixed spots, I think.
Oh,
unless that's
RK in the back. 10-11 for RK. That's another pretty solid race for World Friend. Top 2, 4, 6, 7.
Never mind.
And they're continuously getting these, like, above average winning races, and that's really helping them extend their lead even more. Like, the gap is extending, and World Friend up 80 after 5 races. So, you know, they're doing what has to be done. If you're on the World Friend side, again, I feel like RK really needs a winning race like now. They need something soon to switch it up, because World Friend is a very, very tough team to come back on, because they're just so dominant in this game. They're up 80 right now. RK needs... I would say this race could be a very important race for RK. I think they need to win this race by at least 10, just to get something going. It could be really tough after this. If World Friend is able to extend their lead by even more, it's going to be tough. So, RK can do it, absolutely. However, World Friend in an amazing spot right now.
Yeah, being down by 80 after 5, I'm going to be honest, John, it's not looking too good.
It's not looking good at all.
It's quite a lot of points to come back in. Hell, even 7 races, you might consider that to be enough time, but that's still... You can't ignore the fact that it's such a big deficit in such a small amount of time.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I will give it to them. World Friend Start, they are considered to be, you know, one of, if not the best team outside of Japan, and so I'm sure it's so to be. Excuse me. It must be,
no worries, dude.
I was choking up a little bit. Yeah, it's just so upsetting, man. Yeah, it must be so difficult, but if things don't go their way in the next few races, then I think it may be safe to actually just recompose themselves, ready for the next match. Early shock there.
Early shock comes in. I don't think it's going to have much relevance unless the team who used it has another shock. Because again, like, this is a track where it's usually the second shock, if there is one, that will count more than anything. Like, the first shock probably isn't going to do a whole lot in the long run. But you never know. Maybe the team who used it has something cooking. Maybe they have something cooking. You never know.
What is cooking? Good looking. If you did see a few unfortunate turn of events for RK, their blue shell being thrown from 5th place. Very nice red shell. That's going to connect with Star X.
Despite there being 3 World Friend in the back, I think there's a lot of RK in the middle. But that could also be really good for them. Like, Roberto has the Bill, and he's probably going to gain a lot of spots if there isn't a shock before the Bill spot for him. There's also another Bill coming up. If that is RK, they could be in a pretty solid spot going into the final stretch of the race, if you will.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there. Roberto pulling his golden into 6th place. Guti with the triple reds. That's going to take out Valor.
Takes out Valor. All right.
This is looking like a very good race, I think.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Drac getting 2nd. Is the Roy RK?
Is that Swift? Or is Swift?
Oh,
it's
Starlo. Okay, so 2, 3, 5. Okay, it's a very average race, I would say, for RK. So, okay. I think that's a very even race, which honestly, in this scenario, that is a win for World Friend, I would say. Because, again, they have such a commanding lead right now. Again, like, I said before, like, RK needed to win this race, and even though, like, they might have won, okay, they actually lost the race by 4. Sorry, they won the race by 4, sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, they did win the race. However, it's going to take more than that to come back. 76 points after half, like, to beat World Friend. It's going to take a lot more than just plus 4s.
A winning race there, it's all good and dandy, but they're running out of time. Ultimately, and World Friend Star, they really are just piling on the pressure, even if it is slowly but surely. If nothing is really done now, then what can RK do at the end of this war when they could be, say, down by 60 with only 2 races left?
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Anyway, moving on to Mount Wario, I feel like RK is better suited for the spots on this track right now, because even though Starlo was in first, the Shroom factor could help out RK a lot here. I'm not sure exactly who's controlling the front at the moment. I think a few RK are up there right now, so that could be a problem for Starlo, who I think was actually able to maintain first.
It does look that way, I think. Yeah, we do see the Roy up there chilling in first place, trailing a bomb, I think, in first. That could be lethal. Could do a lot of damage. RK's going to have to watch out here.
And even if he doesn't back it, that could force RK to go wide anyways, and going wide on this section loses so much time.
It does. It really does.
But yeah, okay, so World Friend in 5, 6, 7 right now, as well as first. Could even be more up in the front. I think at least 2 of RK are in 2, 3, 4, though.
And if that is the case, that blue shell could do a lot of damage to World Friend, because
Green's coming back.
Oh, the bomb connect. Not going to connect with anyone. But
the green hitting 2 people on World Friend. That's going to help quite a bit for RK. Not a crazy amount, but still going to help nonetheless. Thomas aiming for the shock right now, and probably getting the worst combo you can get when shock bagging.
Yeah, I do think Starlo is in first, but there's
bottom 3.
Yeah.
Bottom 3 right now for World Friend. Maybe even bottom 4.
Bottom 4. That's the bottom 4, I think.
The name loads in. Oh, it's not bottom 4 just yet, but still, nonetheless, a lot of bomb spots for RK.
Yeah.
Or sorry, World Friend.
If Starlo does get taken out at this last set of boxes, which it does look like he is, he's spinning out.
I think he's still up there, though. He could get hit again. This could be what RK needs. If they can take out Starlo, that could be massive. Gucci in the back, though, that is at least 10-12. Yeah, that's at least 10-12 for World Friend. I think this is a good race for RK. A decent race. Not a crazy good race, but a decent race. 1, 4, 6, 7. I think that's a winning race again.
For RK, it will be. But again, it's fairly similar to the last race. It's a winning race, sure, but nothing all that big. It's another. Hang on a second.
That's a World. Okay, never mind.
Hang on, we're just waiting for the scores, getting a little bit confused with the previous race, which was a +4 for RK.
It is what it is.
But yeah, what we definitely do know is that it was a winning race for RK, but again, only small, and so it's just not going to be enough at this stage of this match, unfortunately for them. They do have time, but they're running out of it.
Yeah, if it means anything though, RK has won the last 2 races. It isn't by a lot, so you can't really do much in terms of momentum when you aren't winning by too much. However, if they are able to get any confidence out of these winning races, then maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to get somewhere.
Yeah, and there you go. Another +4, actually. So the exact same as the previous race on Yoshi Circuit. But if there is a track to get a huge race on, Jump, and get right back in it, Sweet Sweet Canyon, not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice at all, I agree. Shocks can be really helpful here. So if RK is able to acquire it, that could help them a lot. I'm seeing... I'd like to say a mix of spots from both teams in the front right now. Maybe a bit more World Friend, actually. Maybe a bit more World Friend. Yeah, Engel is in first right now, and Drak just got taken out. I'd like to say that World Friend could be even 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, there's a lot of Worldfriend up here. As you say, is that? Yeah. So that we know there is one member of RK up there somewhere, surrounded by lots of Worldfriend star members. So if you're RK, I would suggest perhaps going for Shock here. I think.
Absolutely, and I think especially because Thomas has proven time and time again in these last few seasons to be really good at pulling the Shock. He is not in the Shock spot right now. He is not in a spot to get the Shock. So if you can take advantage of that, that's huge. We're seeing a lot of Worldfriend people up here. I would like to say they were top 3 because people slowed out on both sides to let Thomas dodge the blue just like that.
Yes, we did see a bomb connecting with what I would assume was the only lonesome RK member in the front. So really good communication as well via Worldfriend to slow down, so Thomas can take the blue. And if a shock does come, it's not going to do the most amount of damage, as Thomas has a decent break from first, and it doesn't look like it's coming anyway.
Absolutely, yeah. I think if there is going to be a shock in play... Okay!
Oh!
This could change everything, though. This could change everything. If RK can take advantage of the items they have behind what they use to dodge the shock, they could get really good race. Just like that. Look at him go. Look at him go.
They
have like 1, 3, 4 right now.
The troops
and Thomas cannot
marching
up, but he can red Roberto. That does something a little bit, but not a whole lot. RK top 3.
This race.
Thomas get red on the line. I think that's a top 4 for RK.
It is. It's a top 4 for RK. That is the race they needed. And as I said at the start, it's going to be a top 4, 7, 8, a bottom
top 4,
4.
7, 8.
Bottom 4.
That is the concrete definition of something you need in a situation like this. And now RK has the potential to bring it right back. Just like that. Worldfriend was up 72 going into race 8. Now they are only up 40. Remember that race I told you RK needed? They just got that race. Would you look at that? 40-point difference going into GP3 of the first game of the MKU Season 13 Finals between Worldfriend Star and Rozando La Katastrofe. I'm just going to say RK for sure now.
Do not worry about it, bro. But yeah, and as I said, you know, being down, say, 60 or 70 with 3 or 4 races to go, that's a bit rough. However, being down only 40, that's more like it. They are still down. They do have the deficit, don't get me wrong. But now it's a lot more manageable. And it does look like they're going to be getting their cheap beach pick. So if they can keep this momentum going, then we might see a very close match here, John.
Yes, this is a very critical pick on the RK side. It's worth mentioning that after Worldfriend got their really, really good race at the beginning, RK got Dry Desert, and they won the race. So, considering RK nearly got as much of a good race as Worldfriend did at Wario Stadium Race 1, and they actually got their track pick this time, this is a game changer. Simple as that. And RK could really capitalize on their front presence right off the bat. So let's see what happens.
But...
Oh, no!
It looks like something happened, but we could not see. But there's a lot of RK suddenly back here. We don't know what happened, but it's not looking the best for them. I think we do see a couple of Worldfriend being taken out, but as I say that, Ryan's also...
Absolutely, yeah. There's at least 2, 3, 4 for Worldfriend, maybe even top 4. You never know. But okay, Drac in first. Was able to survive the collapse that was unfortunately taking place on lap 1.
Oh, goodness.
So that's going to be very important for RK moving forward. RK is still very much in this race, though. They're 5-6. They could potentially take out some Worldfriend in the front, and Shock is still a possibility. Swift getting taken out. So, RK breaking in, at least in some way, it looks like.
This banana could do some damage.
It could be around the corner. Quite. It is not around the corner. Oh, no! Oh, no! Drac! Oh,
Drac getting a bit greedy there, trying to take out Star X or Thomas. He's going to get reddit for it, and now...
the classic complacency. It's so easy to fall into that trap, unfortunately, and Drac becoming the victim of that this race.
Ooh,
very unfortunate for RK, because Worldfriend in an amazing spot right now, especially because they already have the lead.
Top 3 right now.
And Shrooms in 2-3. That's going to extend their lead even more.
Yes, that's a great pull. And the horn as well for good measure in case of Blue Shell.
That fail isn't even bad because now he can potentially do some work. I don't think he hit Roberto. Roberto could maybe do something here.
This
the bomb coming in, it does not hit his teammate at the very least. But Roberto getting taken out, I think World Friend is able to capitalize on this. This could be really good for them. They got at least top 3, could be even more than that. Top 3, 7, 8, 11, sorry. Okay, great race for World Friend. That is going to help them extend their lead, especially because this was not their track pick. That is a big-time factor.
Yeah, that is not what RK wanted. What happened at the start of lap 1 there? Because as we know, front presence at the start of the race it's so important. You could say it's almost everything, especially if there isn't going to be a shock. So we just don't know what happened with RK. They all just fell to the back very quickly, and World Friend Star were just able to keep that front presence. And whenever a member of RK would come up, they would just hit them right back down. And you can see the gap as it gets updated on your screen. It's now back up to 58 points in favor of World Friend with 3 to go.
Exactly. And while this is still feasible for RK, I think they need a great race here, or else it is looking like a World Friend victory for the first match of the finals. RK needs to push up, just like they did 2 races ago. They proved that it's very possible, so let's see if they can do it again.
You see Thomas immediately stopping.
It makes sense. It makes sense. This is a track that you definitely can profit from if you get the shock. It's not a crazy bagging track, but it can be played as a bagging track in some way, shape, or form because of the 2 big off-road shortcuts, both where we are right now and at the very end of the race. So it's definitely possible for teams to capitalize on shock to a pretty high degree if they are able to acquire the Lightning Bolt trademark.
We'll have to see. If anyone's pulling it, it's not going to be Roberto. A little bit too close. He's going to opt to catch up as quickly as he can, bringing a star into 4th place.
That could be very critical for RK, but getting Boomerang, that's not going to be good, especially with, now not even having a star, ramming in the Veiler. I don't know if that was the right call, personally. It might have been better to hold it for a little bit in case of a potential shock, but who knows? Maybe he can use this as an opportunity to get items to take out World Friend.
That's a good
Just
pull.
like that, the plant, boom, capitalizing on the opportunity, able to take out rocks, but I believe that's World Friend back in top 3, or at least 2-3. I'm not sure who's in first right now.
You see both Swift and Roberto, in fact lots of people for that matter, activating their dodges, their stars, their bullet bills now. So if there is a shock, I think you would expect it would perhaps come now. I do think that is a top 3 right now for World Friend, as we did see Starlo, I think, get taken out, as Roberto does as well.
Unable to break the red on the wall, and Starlo going to be able to... the shock comes in! Was that an RK shock? That was an RK shock, I believe.
Yes, most definitely. All of World Friend Star getting shocked after the boxes. We see all of RK starting to come up now towards the end of lap 3 on Mario Circuit.
Gucci coming in, Roberto holding the shrooms. This could be great for RK.
If they can take the shortcut here and overtake quite a lot of World Friend, this could be a huge race for them. But ultimately, the number one question right now is how much of World Friend Star were able to keep the top spots.
That was top 2, 4, 5, 7, 11. That is what they needed to just kind of switch it back in their favor, and that's going to get them somewhere. It's not a crazy game changer, but it's something, and they are definitely back in it. They were able to repair some of the damage that was done on Cheap Cheap Beach, and now we have a war going into the last 2 races. Squidz, this is looking good. This is looking good.
Well, I think my question there at the end of that race was answered very quickly. I think that's a huge race from RK, and it's definitely made things very interesting and a lot more hype as well. World Friend Star, again, they do have the upper hand, but now RK, they are showing signs of life, and they are only down now by 36 points, which is nowhere near as much as they were down, say, 3-4 races ago.
Unfortunately for RK, though, they were only able to repair the damages of... they were able to repair the damages of Cheap Cheap Beach, but they only came out on top of the last 2 races by 4 points. Which means that they are more or less in the same situation they were in going into GP3. They need a great race here, or else World Friend will very likely take this one home. It's coming down to the wire. Race 11. of Game 1 of the MKU Division 1 Season 13 Finals. Let's get it on!
We are getting, I apologize if John's mic is being a little bit quiet. I'm getting reports of that. So if you can, John, I would recommend trying to fix that. I mean, you sound fine to me, but I don't know if you sound perfect for the stream. But anyway...
I haven't changed anything personally.
You haven't changed
anything?
Since
I started.
Oh, it's fixed? Okay, alright. We are giving her.
Alright, cool. Alright. So Clock Top Cruise, I think this is a super strong running track because there are no shroom shortcuts on this track. So if you can get into the front, it's really good. On the downside of being in the front, though, there is a very good chance of shocks being pulled here. And if a shock is pulled, you have two massive target shock spots, one of them being right after the final set on the track. So yes. If a team can pull a shock, if the other team is top 4, they could literally flip the race in their favor. So, will that happen? You never know, but it is a possibility. Roberto pulling the blue, so we'll probably have a good idea of who is in the front, or who is in first, rather, depending on how he uses items up here. I would say that he will probably chain and then just throw blue into the last set if World Friend is in first. I'm not entirely sure what the situation is, though.
It looks like they're still holding it, so that should be RK holding down first place. Still nothing on the side.
A shock
as
comes
soon
in.
As I say that, the shock
coming
in. Roberto
so,
dodging
Roberto,
blue.
Okay, I think that's a really good sign that RK is in first, which is going to be really good for them. Yeah, I think Roberto's going to have the blue in first.
Oh, wow. Oh, what is this?
He could blue Valor, though. He's doing it. I don't know if this is the play. He is able to get Valor, though. Okay. Yeah, that was a good... I think that was a good play. It was risky. It could have screwed RK over, but it was a good play nonetheless.
That's something you don't see very often. We see Ryan's holding a ghost in third. Roberto holding a star in fourth.
They have the item.
Star gets taken out here, which he does.
Daniel's taken out! This could be huge for RK!
This could be huge.
RK getting hit off the track. This is a top 3 for RK. Maybe a lot more as well. We don't know what's happening in the middle. That could be a game changer for RK. Okay, not the craziest race, but still. Top 3, 8, 9, 10. It's something, at the very least. They're going to win the race by quite a bit. It's not a crazy amount, but it is something.
It is
something more than a wee bit.
And I don't want to take away how well RK played that race and played that shock. But I think we were kind of... it's safe to say we were kind of expecting something a little bit more than a top 3, 7... was it 8, 9, 10 or 7, 8, 9?
8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, top 3, 8, 9, 10. It is a winning race for RK by 16 points, and so now it's only 20 points in that separate World Friend Star and RK, which they can make back. I don't want to say easily, but they can. As we see the baby part coming in from World Friend Star,
honestly,
we've actually seen this. We've seen this strategy.
It's a good strategy.
It's crazy how often we've seen this strategy now, because Baby Park, we all know it's just chaos. It straight up is just chaos.
So yeah, RK down 20 going into the final race, but we're going to Thwomp Ruins. A very interesting track, a very uncommon track. I'd say one of the most uncommon tracks in the game. However, maybe RK can capitalize on it. It is, I would say, a very front-heavy track. But, I mean, hey, shocks can do work under the right circumstances, so we're going to see what happens. Clash of the Titans, race 12 of Game 1 of the MKU Season 13 Division 1 Finals. Let's see what happens.
RK, they're going to have to try and get to the front very early and keep the front presence. And as I say that, Roberto is going to fall to Thomas's red. Ryan's just going to take out Starlo, though, so I guess you could consider that a 1-for-1 trade.
It's looking like that. A few World Friend are up here, though. But Rock's getting taken out once. Yep, there you go. So I'd like to say it's mostly RK in the front. Do we know that World Friend is in...
Oh, is Thomas up there still? Yes, he is, second.
Okay, so 2-3 for World Friend. I'd say most of the front spots are RK, though. Oh, I think Angel fell off. Or he killed or something. Oh, the trail off the track! Okay, that's gonna help RK a lot.
Yeah, most definitely. So now RK can start to focus... Oh, no!
Oh, no! Oh, that's so unfortunate. The most random greed possible. Coming back to hit Thomas, unfortunately.
That
So-
does suck, but hey, that's now a World Friend bottom 2. Make that a bottom.
Oh!
Is that
World Friend
shock?
shock!
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
I don't know. I think that could actually be a World Friend win just like that. You never know. You never. There's still one lap to be played, but World Friend could have some great items under what they use to dodge the shock. So you never know. I think it's still looking at the pack. I would say that's still like any team's game right now. But a few World Friend are up here. Roberto getting taken out twice actually.
Twice.
Oh, I don't know. It's not looking the greatest for RK at the moment.
There's a few of them in mid spots, but if World Friend are holding the top spots, then it's just going to be over, as you said. And so it's going to be
there are a few World Friend back here, but it depends on what they are holding in the front. Engel getting taken out off the track.
Yeah.
It depends. We don't know exactly who is in the front, so
I think there's a few World Friend. It's not enough.
I'd like to say it's a World Friend win. Yeah, that's definitely not enough. World Friend takes home Game 1 of the MKU Division 1 Finals. Wow. I'm actually impressed by RK, though. That was one hell of a comeback. Even though they didn't win, they definitely brought it back. They closed the gap, and they put on a good show. Yeah,
I mean, well, first of all, being able to keep 2, 3, 4, 5 after a shock on Thwomp Ruins, good job, boys, on that one. But also, more importantly, the fact that they actually brought it back and only lost by 14 points after being down, what was it, 70 after race 5 or race 6? Wow.
Yep. Was pretty insane. But yeah, so I think both teams have proved that this is going to be one hell of a battle. I think with only a plus 14 differential at the very end, RK has proven that they are not a team that you want to sleep on by any means at all. Only minus 14 on World Friend Star, the reigning defending Division 1 champions, and we're going to see what tricks RK has under their sleeves going into the next match, and we're going to see what World Friend Star can do to maintain their title as the best team in the league. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break, and by the way, just make sure to stick around at the very end of the stream, or at the very end of the match between World Friend and RK, because there is going to be a special announcement at the very end. So you do not want to miss it. It's going to be very exciting, and I hope you all are looking forward to that.
Yes, a special announcement, you say. I do wonder what that could be. So yes, make sure to not go anywhere, not only for that special announcement, quote unquote, but also for the potentially last 2 matches of this set. So don't go anywhere, and we will be right back.
Keep on giving her, bud.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to MKU Primetime. We've just seen World Friend Star get the dub for what was the first match of this best of 3 set in the Division 1 finals for MKU Season 13. RK did do a good job, however, of coming back from what was once a pretty damn big deficit, so I think they do still have some fight left in them. What do you think, Mr. JP Givener?
Well, because you didn't reintroduce me. Hello, everyone. I'm John Slater. I'm back on the stream. No worries, Squidz is what it is. It happens. Anyways, yes. So, honestly, after that match, like I was really impressed with RK that match. I think they definitely brought it back like in a very good way. They were down like 76 or something like that after the first half. So they won the second half of the match by, if my math is correct, 62. 62 points, more or less. My math could be wrong. But, yeah, if they can use that momentum, like, to build themselves up and move forward into the second game in any way, shape, or form, that could be their ticket to greatness in Game 2. So, it's going to be pretty awesome to see, again, what tricks they have up in their sleeves and how World Friend Star can potentially take home a Division 1 title once again. So, will RK be the team to ruin the World Friend Division 1 title streak? Will World Friend Star pick up their 6th title? I believe it's 6th.
Yes,
6th title.
Consecutive as well. Before we do go into that, though, as you can see on your screens, we do actually have this very fancy looking graphic that shows the current status of the finals. I think that's Division 1 through to Division 9, I want to say. We do see World Friend Moon facing off against Inferno Blaze. World Friend Moon getting the win for that first match. Likewise, Melodia getting a good win against Dynamite Alpha in the D3 finals. John, do you want to continue?
Yes, sure thing. Probably going to pronounce these names wrong. Okay, so, I believe it's Gungnir. I probably pronounced that wrong. I apologize. They won the match, game 1, against RK's second team, Rozando La Calamidad. Calamidad? I don't freaking know, dude. Okay, so yeah, that happened. Alliance Rainbow went 1-0 versus We Elite Clan in, I believe that's Division 5, right? So we're going down the divisions, yep.
Yes.
Okay. And Kira team, the first away team to take a win, takes the win off of Ronrons, 1-0. Congratulations to them. Harmonia goes 1-0 versus Demons Souls team. Wow, that is one hell of a name, I can tell you that much. I think they win the Division 1 playoffs for the best name in the league, so I mean, there you go.
Most intimidating.
Absolutely. And we got Xylem going 1-0 versus Forgotten Legends, and American Gunslingers winning their game 1 against Dragon Bill. So, bada boom, bada bing. The teams are giving her. All teams that are playing today, the teams that won, the teams that lost, everyone's still in it. Everyone's still grinding, and we're getting a lot of entertainment today. So, it's a good day. MKU Primetime, you know the drill, and we're still giving her.
We are indeed, as we get into this second match, World Friend Star versus Rozando La Katastrofe.
We're getting closer. We're getting closer.
Now, we're getting there, dude.
Yep.
Dude, this is literally just a Spanish lesson. This is all this cast is. So regarding lineups, I do believe we haven't been told that anything has changed. So it's probably safe to assume that the lineups are the same. If they're not, we'll be able to see anyway during the match. So it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I think something important to bring up as well is that I feel like usually in like a regular season setting, Valor would only play one of the 2 matches every single week. I don't think he's around to play the first match, but and I thought that was going to be the case today as well. But he's around for the occasion. I assume he's going to be playing all 3 matches, and in that case, yeah, I'm not expecting there to be any changes on the World Friend lineup. You never know, though. You never know. And I think the arcade lineup will probably stay the same because, they clutched it out in the semifinals versus HD, and they only lost by 14 to World Friend in the first match. So clearly, that lineup has something going for it. So we're going to see if they can take home a victory because the pressure is on for RK now. They have to win this game if they want to stay in the finals. Otherwise, World Friend Star will take home their 6th title in Division 1. So, what's going to happen? We're going to find out very, very soon. It's going to be very exciting. I'm expecting another very entertaining match for both teams here. And it's going to be a good show. We're going to be giving her.
If there's anything to take from that last match that we just witnessed, it's that RK, I think, well, I mean, this is a given at this point, but
yeah,
a very sleeper team this season, most definitely, because
for sure.
This season they came in not. I don't think people had huge expectations for them. I don't know what their seed was, but I think it was towards the bottom, I would guess. Well, they ended up not only winning their entire conference with a fairly respectable record, they beat HD, and we all know how amazing that was in a super close semis. And
an
now,
iconic series.
Whilst they may have lost this first match, they did make up such a lot of ground in the second half of that match. It's actually kind of insane because being able to do that against a team like World Friend Star, that is incredible. So I think we could be in for a really exciting match 2 here. Hell, maybe even a match 3 if it does go to that.
You never know. All class, all respect to all teams play. RK could have a chance to shock the world of Mario Kart today. And World Friend, once again, trying to defend their title. We're getting into the phase where, I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. It's a trend. It's a trend. But we're trying to mix it up. We're trying to get the variety in there. But hey, both these teams clashing it. And it's going to be really awesome to see the second match. Because if that first match meant anything, is that these two teams know how to put on a show. And they know how to give her like it's another day in the office. So I think we're going to be in for a great match 2. Maybe even match 3. You never know. And, yeah. There's going to be a whole lot of giving her today.
Indeed. Now, I do believe the room should be up. So, Wolfram Star was hosting the first match, which means RK will have the pleasure of hosting the second match.
Yep, absolutely.
So,
and they could definitely take advantage of this.
They can.
World Friends Star with the host, they were able to go Wario Stadium like with that first place. Usually pretty good for them when starting in first. And maybe RK could do the same. Maybe they have another trick up their sleeves. You never know. We're going to find out soon, though. We're going to find out right about now.
Ooh, and John, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but the hair is
off. No,
the hair is off of the side of RK. They mean business now. No more playing around.
It's that time, man. It's that time. You gotta pull out the big guns. You gotta do what you gotta do. And Ice Ice coming in, a signature track for RK, and with them having what looks to be the advantage going into this first race, will they be able to capitalize on it? Let's find out. We know World Friend will not go down without a fight. No team is getting an easy run in the Division 1 finals. So, we're going to see what these two teams can bring to the table right about now. Let's go!
Yeah, and as we know, not too many spots to shave off on this track with your mushrooms. So if you can get to the front early and stay there, then it's going to help you drastically, as we do see quite a lot of blood being spilled at the start. We do see a fairly early top 3, however. Oh, never, excuse me, that's Thomas we're watching.
Yeah.
I thought we were watching Roberto for a second.
I've done it before, no worries.
A 1-3 regardless. Now a top 2 for the side of RK. As Engel's going to get taken out due to Thomas's trailed red, so it's only going to be Ryan's up here right now from the side of RK. 2-3-4 for Wolfram Star.
Yeah, I was going to say that RK was looking to be in decent spots regardless. I did see them in 1-4-5. But yeah, World Friend coming in with the 2-3-4. Definitely going to be helping them if they wish to take out Ryan's, which could definitely be what Thomas is going to work towards. So you never know. Ryan's definitely a great runner. I can definitely see him holding on to first. But again, you can only do so much with your lines. So if Thomas is able to pull the items necessary to take out Ryan's could be in the back before we know it. That's just how it is.
Indeed, and a boomerang and a red, not the worst pull. If this boomerang can connect with Ryan's... Oh, Ryan has a horn in first.
A horn, okay. And a ghost... Oh!
Oh, no!
The red coming in. My guess is that there was no red warning, and Ryan didn't have enough time to react to that. So, yeah. Thomas getting very lucky in that regard. Able to get into first place, and right now we have no real way of telling what is going on in the pack because Thomas has such a big lead. And everyone's using Waluigi. Okay, Roberto. Blue shell coming in. Oh. Roberto! Same thing happened from last event. Or last game.
That was the exact same thing. Oh, no. And it might be looking like a
Ryan's
repeat.
falling all the way down to 10th or 11th. And World Friend with an amazing rate.
No.
Starting out with like top 4 or something like that. Top 5-10!
Oh my
God!
It's looking like a repeat, John, it's looking like a repeat of the first match. Wolfram Star just coming right out the gates, just saying, you know what, we're not messing around. You may not have hair, but we have the skill necessary to take you guys down. And that's a plus 30. That might be plus 32, actually.
I believe plus 32, but general idea here is that World Friend starting off incredibly. And it means a lot more now that they're starting off like this because RK, the pressure's on them. Not only are they down 32 after one race, but they have to win this match. They have to win. They have to come back. And World Friend with the momentum right now, that could be a threat. That could very well be a threat, especially if they can nail this track pick. This is a very important track pick if you're World Friend and if you're RK because Dry Desert, the Yoshi circuit. Very important track pick right now. We're going to see who comes out on top here.
Oh, it's gonna be World Friend Star who's gonna get their track pick. Now, last time we went here, it was a top 5-7 for World Friend, and again, like last time, a very, very hard track to catch up on. Once you get to the front, odds are you're gonna keep it.
Yeah, I think it's very important to mention, though, that last time we saw this in Game 1, World Friend only had about 1-4. I think it's often easy to get complacent when you're starting in, say, top 5, and then you could end up bumping each other, the other team can get shrooms, all this kind of stuff. And they have, RK will get opportunities to break into the front, but not like that. They green 2 of themselves, unfortunately, with Gucci pulling out the triple greens unexpectedly.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes, and unfortunately, there's not too much you can do about that, pulling out the triple greens, and it's not like they could really space out either because the amount of bumping that was going on. It's lap 1 Wario Stadium. So now World Friend Star, they are in the driver's seat, a blue shell coming in, but that shouldn't actually impact them all that much. And we do see Thomas actually stopping for a shock here, or either that or just checking.
Back here, but I would not be surprised if that was World Friend in even top 4, because I mean, they played their cards right. They didn't get complacent, but excuse me for saying that. RK has shock. This is a factor, ladies and gentlemen. This could be a huge game changer for RK.
But Thomas
could steal it! Okay, he's not able to steal the shock. So Roberto's probably looking good for a while, but World Friend does know that RK has shock. Drac is back here. He is someone who
hello! That's a shot from Thomas! He's gonna have to
Roberto
spam
needs
this.
to react quickly.
No.
Okay, the shock does come in from Roberto. He was very important that he came in clutch there. He didn't know that Thomas had shock, but very lucky that he came out and used the shock right there, or else World Friend would have been an amazing spot.
Wow, that could have been devastating for RK right when they were planning to use it. If Thomas just comes in and it says, ha, you have a shock, well guess what, I've got one too. That would be absolutely horrific. And now that's just changed this race.
Not by much though, I feel like, because there is still quite a few RK back here. Starlow back here with Thomas, but we haven't seen anyone else from the other 4 World Friends since the beginning of the race, essentially. And yeah, they mainly kept on to their top spots. Yeah, top 2, 4, 5 for World Friends. A great race for them, extending their lead right off the bat after coming off in an amazing first race. I think the reason why RK couldn't capitalize on that was, even though Roberto might not have known that World Friend had shock, they might have hesitated there and maybe felt that they needed to use the shock really quickly.
Yes.
Which they absolutely did. However, it was in a scenario where RK was not able to acquire the dodges that they needed to break into the World Friend top spots. We didn't see... Excuse me. We didn't see much that race. So, there is a chance that RK was able to do some work. It was just World Friend who was able to come out on top. But yeah, like right off the bat, World Friend getting 2 incredible races, plus 56 after 2 races. We know that RK is capable of returning. We know they're capable of coming back. But again, like, there is a scenario where World Friend can just run away with this.
Yeah, we know how dominant World Friend Star has been these past few seasons, and RK, they are going to get that track pick, Dry Desert, if it is any consolation for them. But that's a lot of... That's a pretty damn big deficit after 2 races. You could say it's pretty much just a repeat of the first match. World Friend just an absolute dominance right from the start. But RK, as you said, we've seen them do it last war. They've done it multiple times, and so they aren't out of it. It's just
they definitely aren't.
It never feels good to be down this much so early.
Yeah, especially, I think something important to mention too is that, again, like, it is still early on in the match. Anything can happen, and we have seen again that RK has been able to come back in pretty tough situations for them. Oh, nice green. That sucks. It doesn't matter, but I mean, that was pretty funny. So yeah, RK, this is an important race for them. I feel like they're really gonna have to do what they can to beast at this race, because they're down by so much right off the bat, and they do not want to let World Friend keep what they have going for them right now, because if that is the case, then this war could be over very soon, even if RK is mathematically still in it.
And just look at this mini-map. It's actually hard to tell who's in first and who's in last right now. Wow.
Early shot coming in, it's going to be tough to tell which team comes out on top from this, regardless of which team you shock here, because there's still so much of the race left to be played. So you never really know.
Shock was so powerful, made me choke on my words a little bit there. Yeah, so it's very likely another shock.
Blooper. The 8th place curse coming in for Roberto. Maybe he can get something better here. That's a pretty damn good pull. It's a pretty damn good pull.
Now, what if Roberto were to get... Yeah, he's not going to risk it, I don't think.
I wouldn't risk it either. But also, he might just want to get another box here because, yeah, I think just ensuring that you have another box after you're golden. The blue shell, though.
In 4th. Yeah, top 3 are just gone right now.
Guess we'll have a good idea who's in first. RK first, it seems like. Never mind. Although they could be first, like they could have a horn or something, but most likely, World Friend in the front. A star!
A star in first.
Well, that guy's guaranteed first.
We see everyone in their right mind is going to be taking this ending shortcut. So Starling's going to, unfortunately for him, fall at the line.
It's tough to tell who's going to come out on top here. RK getting a top 3-6. It's not a crazy good race, but it is something after a dominant start for World Friends. So I believe it's like a plus 14, more or less, for RK. So it is something, and they have been down 42-40, more or less, like this in the last match. So while there is a lot more to go, RK is showing that they can still do this. They're going Yoshi Valley, pretty much just like last match.
Yeah, World Friend Star, they could kind of fall back on RK's 10-12 there. Not a huge race, but RK getting top 3 there, it is something, and it could be a start, unless World Friend Star are to get their Twisted Mansion pick, which is perfect for their current spots.
It could help them. It could definitely help them. Anyways, I shouldn't take too long. I just need to get some water because I forgot to refill it. So Squidz, you're on your own, and chat, don't mind Squidz on his own. He'll still be giving her 100%. I'll be back soon.
Thank you for that moral support, John. Yeah, and again, going back to Yoshi Valley, wow, this really does feel like an absolute repeat of the first match. Kind of hoping it is, because it would be amazing to see another comeback from the side of RK. We'll have to see, though. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see either Roberto or Thomas opting to go the cannon route once again, because this track, it's a strange one. You can front run it, most definitely, but shocks on this track at the same time are so good because you're able to shock, being able to shock the enemy team after or before boxes on this track can do so much, as we do see a pretty early top 2, hell, make that even a top 3 right now for RK, as Roberto messing up his driving a little bit. Good job he didn't fall off, but a little bit uncharacteristic. I do wonder if he's nervous. Perhaps, we don't know. Roberto is actually going to burn the mushroom.
Your boy has returned.
Hello, backside into the car, almost connecting with, I think, Valer there, but not quite. That's a shock right now.
Thomas has the shock. World Friend in a good spot right now. They could maybe go for an early shock. You never know. Or we could see a later one if they're feeling comfortable, confident that RK won't get one of their own. You never know. But a lot of people in dodge right now. That could be, because of that shock, that could mean a lot of World Friend were in like those Bill stars. Like, I'd imagine, like, I think one of RK probably dodged, but I mean,
yeah, all the people who
World Friend.
All the people who dodged were pretty much at the back there, so
yeah,
fairly interesting shock usage there. As Roberto is now in second. Star X is actually going to be
another shock coming in though.
Sure
Daniel seemed pretty like shocked by that. Like, I don't know, that could be an RK shock for sure. Yeah, some RK getting up there. It looks like.
Now,
yeah, I think it's mainly RK in the front right now. Okay, so RK like 1-3-4, Thomas in second. So if they're able to hold on to these spots, that will be really, really good for them. Especially because, again, they're already down 42.
Odds are there should not really be
a big red! A big red for
there
RK.
There shouldn't be another shock for this race. Is that a top 5 right now for RK?
Oh, a red coming in. Oh, Ryan's at a star. This is an amazing race for RK so far. If they can hold on to this stuff.
It's top 4,
amazing
right
stuff
now.
for
This
RK.
egg!
The egg is doing work. Roberto doing work as well with the greens.
Unfortunately, no pull, no shroom pull for Roberto. He's going to be getting a bottom spot there, but that's at least a top 4, I want to say.
I think,
for
yeah, that's
RK.
at least a top 4 for RK, yeah. Boom,
Yeah,
top 4,
6.
6 for RK. They are bringing it back. They're down, but they are certainly not out. After GP1, they are probably only down like 20, something like that. Yeah, I think they're down 12. I think they're only down 12 right now, actually.
Wow, only 12?
I believe so, yeah. They got a really, really good race there. Top 4, 6, that does work. It's only a little worse than top 5, because it's just the other team getting 5th, but yeah. RK.
It is. Wow.
Yeah. RK plus 54, or sorry, plus 44 in the last 2 races. Bada boom, bada bing. We got a close 4, ladies and gentlemen. This is still any team's game without a doubt. And yeah, RK showing that, like, you can beat them down, but they're still going to be a threat one way or another. And they're proving that right now.
Yeah, this is an amazing match. It's so good to see this. It's so good to see it be fairly back and forth when it comes to huge races.
Damn
It's
right.
amazing to watch as we do head into the last 2 GPs of this war. Wolfram Star only up by 12 now as we go into Royal Raceway.
This is a very interesting track. I'd say more of a balanced track. In this kind of match, I would say. I don't know if teams are going to be going out of their way for shock. But I think it is possible to break away on this track in some way. If you can take the ending shortcut at the end, potentially with other items as well, it can definitely be a recipe for you having a solid running game on a track like this.
Yeah, most definitely agree with you there. I thought Guti was going to get greened out of
Looking
first.
like top spots for RK
quite.
at the moment.
At the moment, though, that's a very key phrase. Top 3 being held by RK, but shocks are absolutely devastating on this track. So we'll have to see what happens.
A big target shock spot and shocking after boxes at the last set is something that can definitely help the team using the shock. You never know what could happen.
Oh no.
Roberto, he forced to use a shroom, I suppose.
He hopped over the ramp.
Yeah, I can understand that to some degree, yeah, for sure. Maybe he could have held it, but I guess because World Friend is a bit behind him now, I think they're at least 2nd, maybe even 3rd. It's just good to like maintain like your spot in the front and double protection just like that. The blue is coming in though.
Oh,
but Thomas pulling the shock
again.
and it's in his pocket. So RK is not going to have a good idea that they have shock. This could be really good for World Friends.
Dude, call him Zeus. How many shocks is Thomas going to pull? Not even this war, but just this set. Good God, I think this could be absolutely huge for World Friend Star. If RK all get target shocked over this glider, granted, it's probably quite predictable, but it's going to come now.
It can do work. It can do work. Yeah, it's coming soon. Bada boom, bada bing. Roberto predicting it. I think some people fell off in the front. That's very much a possibility here. But Roberto getting flattened. That's not good for him at all.
And Angel. Valet
Baylor getting
up.
the bill in the back, yeah. That's is actually at least a top 2 for World Friend, it looks like. Probably a lot more than top 2 as well. Top 4 for World Friend. It's right back to what they were like after race 1 or something like that. Top 4, just like that. And now World Friend
really is
back with the lead that they had after race 1, and is definitely reassuring it for World Friend because, you know, RK coming back with 2 amazing races and like your World Friend, and you're able to get the message across to RK that, you know, hey, you can do what you want, but we're still going to be a threat, a massive threat, the best threat possible, kind of thing. And yeah, there you go. World Friend up 32 after 5 races. Exactly what they were up by after race 1.
That's actually that's quite funny. It really does just go to show you though how quickly a race can flip, because you know it's not like shocks are OP in this game or anything. No, definitely not. Yeah. And
the double item factor helps so much.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we're going back to Sweet Canyon where RK needed a huge race last war, and if my memory serves me correct, did in fact get it. So
I think something important to mention, though, is that while RK has gotten these great races to come back, they have never experienced in this whole finals what it feels like to actually have the lead. Ever since race 1 of game 1, World Friend has had the lead.
Yes.
One way or another. So RK, while they can get these really good races, they are still going to be the team in, like, they're going to be behind World Friend. At least until they get the lead, of course.
Yeah, yeah. It does kind of seem like Wolfenstein is just a step or two ahead of RK. And we have seen RK, they have been playing decently, I want to say. But Wolfenstein, they're just such a force to be reckoned with, as Drac is currently holding down first base, but 2-3, maybe even a 2-3-4 from World Friend right now.
Drac is going to take it now. He only pulled a coin. Oh, no!
Oh, no! Oh,
Thomas did it too early. Oh, but Drac hitting a banana, though.
Wow.
So Thomas is the first now.
That's insane. A mistake.
Oh, my God.
A mistake from Wolfriend Star, but perhaps even a more costly mistake from RK. So now Thomas is free to just drive off into the sugary sunsets. Banana in first. Could you get red out first here, though?
Blue shell coming in. Shock as well. Okay, that's what RK Shaka looks like. Roberto dodge. I'd like to say that Bill, who is dodging in the front, is also RK. This is looking good for them. Roberto goldening up. Great pull for him, especially being able to take advantage of that right here. Ryan's getting blued, but I think that's going to be mostly RK, including Ryan's in the front regardless.
Yeah, there's a lot after that shock. Almost a mimic of the first Sweet Sweet Canyon, sorry.
An earlier shock, but a mimic nonetheless, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, slightly earlier, but
good items for World Friend, though. That could maybe do something, but RK sitting pretty at the moment. Maybe there's more World Friend in the front than we think. Who knows? But looking pretty good for RK right now. Let's see what the results are looking like.
We'll have to see. Top 2, 4, 6, 7.
That's a solid race. That's a solid race. That's like 5 of them in the top 7. That's really, really good, I would say. So, definitely good stuff for RK. They're still going to be down by quite a bit. However, good stuff. Good stuff on the side of RK. I would say World Friend will probably be up by like 10 to 16, something like that. That's my guess, personally. But like, not a crazy, crazy race for RK, but definitely something to get them back to like just to close the gap.
Yes.
And yeah, we can see here that World Friend up 14. See, apparently I know how to talk, you know?
Yeah, you were right. So good job on that. Yeah, back to 14 points now. That's not all too much, especially with there still being 6 races to go. That is half the war.
And Mario Circuit coming in again. If I recall correctly, this was a good race for RK in the last match, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe that they acquire the lightning bolt here, and they were able to use it to a high degree of effectiveness. Can they do it again? Or will it be World Friend who shines in that regard on this race? We're going to find out. Maybe there'll be no shock period. You never know. Thomas opting to bag early again.
Yeah.
I reckon a bit harder at the next set if he's looking for shock, but we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, Roberto's going to have to respect Star X's red. So will Engel. Going to have to watch out. There's also someone else behind him with the red. That's going to be his teammate, Ryan's. 2, 3, 4, 5... Is that a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Ooh, that could have been very bad.
But yeah, the leg trail. Oh, the back green too. Daniel doing some work right now. Being aggressive though, so he could eventually get punished for that kind of stuff. Roberto falling well into the back, intentionally. But that could be, that's either a sign that RK has shock, World Friend has shock, or RK is in a position where they need shock.
I think RK might need it.
It's possible, because Daniel did do that work, and maybe even on more people in the front than we originally thought, because he did hit 2 RK who are behind him, maybe even more at this point.
Maybe even more, as Roberto does chain his star, getting a 9th place box, another bread and butter combo, star and triple
Bada boom, bada bing.
Swift, what does Swift have behind that bill, I wonder? That could be very important. Nothing.
Okay. He was stopping a little bit though, so that is a sign that World Friend could have shock.
Yes. Very
You never know. Maybe he was just aiming for the doubles and he wasn't in a good line before. You never know. But it's a possibility. Oh! I think that was an RK shock! Yeah. That looks really good for RK so far. And Roberto coming in hot with 2 shrooms in first.
You know what they
now,
did?
but still in a good spot, I would say.
Oh, no!
Oh, no, the green! And Rock's coming in the first with the plant. He's going to be breaking away a bit more. But RK still in 2, 3, 4, we can see.
Oh.
Rock's drawing up! And that's top 3 for RK. And the bananas coming out. Can Guti avoid hitting his teammate? He can. And RK looking pretty good. Daniel coming up once again. The green comes in! That's at least top 3, something like that. Top 2 for RK. Oh my god. Okay, top 3, 7, 8, 10 for RK. A great race for them. That could even be enough to put them in the lead. I'm not entirely sure, but that was a great race for RK. Wow. Really closing that gap.
That green was so clutch. That actually got StarX 11th, by the way, for those who noticed. Dude, that lap 3 was actually insane. There was so much action. And what they did with that shock, not only could Roberto actually chain his star into the first set and dodge, but also they cancelled the blue that was going for Guti as well. So it was kind of a win-win situation there, really. And just like that, a huge race on the side of RK. Very well played. It was looking a little bit shaky, but they did manage to pull through. And now, for the first time tonight, RK actually have the lead.
Going into their 20th race against World Friend, they are finally in the lead, and it could not come at a better time. They have the advantage now, and if they can run away with this, because they have won the last 2 races by 38, if they can keep this going, that could be a really good sign that we're going to be going to a Game 3. But you got to remember, it's still very close. Anything can happen, and there are 5 races left. So, Clash of the Titans, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. Going on to race 8, Yoshi Circuit.
Back hanging out with the cute little Yoshis. It's looking like Roberto is going to run with his fellow teammate Angel.
Yeah, a lot of people bagging, which makes perfect sense because this track is a very, very hard bagging track. Not only can you catch up pretty easily, but the Bill strat here is very, very, very strong. One of the best in the game.
Yes.
And can definitely help out a lot. So we're going to see which team comes on top here. We're most likely going to see at least 2 shocks. That's my guess. But you never know. One team is going to win this race. Or they'll tie, you know. We're going to find out who it is.
Blue Shell coming in. Roberto's opting to slow down, but Drax also slowing down. What's going on here?
Front is being slowed down a bit as well, just in general. Which can sometimes be a little threatening. Because it brings the baggers closer together as well, which can lead to some like imbalances in what items you'd expect to get. But looking pretty like a widespread nonetheless. The first shot comes in. 2 bills in play before the shortcut, I should say, though. So they're not going to be super, super effective. But I would say the people who dodged in stars are in great spots right now if they're able to maintain the items that they have that they had in their pocket.
I do want to highlight more than half the room dodged that shock. So it is a possibility that there could perhaps even be another shock in play. We don't know.
Yeah, it seems like the race is relatively even at the moment between the 2 teams. It's just going to be a matter of, wait, was that a shot that Daniel had?
I
don't think so, because Thomas used his build early. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh!
Wow, that...
Damn! I mean,
that's kind of sick, not gonna lie.
Backup strats right there, you know the drill? Thomas not getting a dodge, though.
Yeah, not
Angle coming up, that's going to be good for him. Some RK in the middle and the front. Is looking good for them this race. I'm not entirely sure just yet. We know RK is in 5-6, but do they have more front presence in, like, right up top?
The bomb!
Okay, Guti getting taken out. Is this a sign that World Friend is getting a good race here? Let's see. Okay, top 2, 6, 7, 10, 12 for World Friend. That's a winning race for them.
Yeah,
I think that gives them the lead back. I'm not entirely sure, but either way,
it'll be close.
Still very close. Very close.
Think that was actually Roberto who got bombed on the line, not Guti. So unfortunately for him, he found himself in a mid to bottom spot there, and that should, as you said, give World Star the slight edge, I think.
There's no edge because we are tied. We are tied going into GP3 of Game 2. This is crazy. Anything can happen right now. Both teams are going crazy. They're giving her full throttle. But one team has to come out on top here. Will it be World Friend? Will they win their 6th consecutive Division 1 title? Or will RK put the pressure on World Friend and move on to a Game 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to find out right here, right now, the Mario Kart Central stream, MKU Primetime. Let's go!
John, I'm going to be honest with you here, man. I'm so glad this match is so hype because in all due respect to RK, Wolf and Star are just such a dominant team. And I think it's safe to say quite a lot of people watching the stream are betting on them taking this home. And whilst they are up a game, obviously, RK really are keeping their noses in, aren't they? And it's amazing to see. And what will be even better to see if maybe it can go to a game 3. That would be amazing.
I don't think any of the RK top spots were able to pull through, so World Friend able to maintain their top 2. I'm a little surprised by that, but hey, you know, if it works for you, then keep on giving it. That's what I'm saying. But some RK in the middle. I'd like to say World Friend is maintaining most of the top spots right now, though, with some RK trailing behind. The Ryan's getting taken out just like that. Draken very well. Okay, Draken and Angle are both up there for RK. Gucci as well. So I'd like to say the top 2, 6, 7, 8 for World Friend at the moment.
You know, I think you might be correct. Yeah, we do see start up there. Triple greens on the side of Thomas. That's not bad.
Not bad at all. He could do some work here on RK where he can. He got Draken off, I believe.
I think he did. Yeah, that's huge.
That does do some work in the middle of the pack, especially if World Friend already has the front presence. This is looking really, really good for them. RK very well could have like even as much as like bottom 4, bottom 5.
Yeah, we do see that person in last is stopping on the minimap. They're trying to get the shot as Roberto, insult to injury right now, getting greened again in 11th. That is at least a bottom 3.
But as good as this does look for World Friend, if RK is able to pull the shock, they could literally flip this race because shocks on this track, especially if you use it after or if you chain your team in the second set, then shock here can be really, really, really good. So we're going to see what happens. But Gucci in first.
Oh,
shock does come in.
I
think that was an RK shock because, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5 for World Friend after boxes.
You know
RK
what,
was
John?
really far behind, though.
I do think that was actually pulled at the set prior.
Possibly, yeah. I can see that being a thing. I think RK was too far behind. Yeah, look at World Friend go. Nothing is stopping their top 4.
Wow.
RK was too far behind. 9 times out of 10, like if RK is close enough to the pack, that is a great shock for them. But World Friend getting top 4, 6 because RK was just too far behind.
Yeah, it was too little, too late. Perhaps they didn't have quite enough dodges, and so yeah, World Friend Star. I imagine their hearts probably sank a little bit once the shot came in, but luckily for them, they didn't really have too much to worry about in the end, still keeping the top 4, 6, and now just like that, World Friend Star are up by almost 30.
Yeah, definitely puts the pressure on RK. Very similar to how World Friend began this game with a plus 32. Obviously, you have to be tied going into the first race of the match. And yeah, going into GP3, they were tied, and World Friend getting a dominant first race to start the GP. RK is going to need something big here because we know that World Friend can definitely take advantage of opportunities, and we could very well see another dominant race from World Friend. So, will RK be able to make history here, or will World Friend take it away and be crowned the Division 1 champions for the 6th consecutive time? We're going into the last 3 races. It's about to go down. So let's go.
Going to quote-unquote Champydrome for race number 10. Whoever that World Friend member in first got a little bit greedy. In fact, he's not the only one getting a bit greedy with the Streetle, hoping that it would pick their Dolphin Shoals. Wasn't quite to be, as Thomas, once again, he's opting to stay back.
Yep, that does make sense. This is a very... I mean, you can run this track, I would say, but shocks can really help the team out here, especially with the ending shortcut and how it's evolved over the years with being able to take advantage of the glider and everything. Shocks can really help you out, especially if you can bring power items like, especially mushrooms and goldens to the front. Being able to stay in the air the whole way at the very end can really help you out. So that could be a massive factor if a team is able to pull shock here.
Right, it's looking like... Oh, Vala's actually going to get taken out while he's using his horn, so he's going to get Reddit again.
Comboed there, yeah. Not entirely sure who is controlling the front at the moment, but we know RK is 2-3-4, as a matter of fact.
I think it's 2-3-4. I think that is World Friend in first.
Blue Shell Dodge coming in. So if that is World Friend, then that's definitely really good for them. If it's RK, that's especially good for them. But again, no shock just yet. A shock could very well come in soon. This is a prominent time to use a shock if you have it. But again, a lot of people in dodges, so maybe not the best play. But if a team does have shock, it could change the race. It could change how this war is going to end.
Ooh, yeah.
The horn does come in, not like a huge hit. Oh, but now it is because of the combo. Roberto falling down to 10th, 11th, bagging at the set. He has to, or else he's gonna be screwed regardless, and that's not a good set to bag at. He has to build now, I think. He has to build, yeah.
They should take him to the finish line, but I doubt he's going to gain all too many spots. That's a very late shock.
Oh, he actually is getting quite a lot from this. He got 6th. This is a factor. This is a factor.
That's a good race for
RK. Top 4-6. RK top 4-6. Holy crap.
Wow.
That was absolutely insane. Oh my god.
No words right now. RK did such a good job of controlling the front. And I think they may have been blessed there with that last-minute shock pull as well, allowing Roberto to get a mid-spot. So that's a top 4-6. And RK they are right back into it. Only down by 2.
Wow. This is a war, ladies and gentlemen. This is a freaking war. We're getting down to the wire here, and anything can happen going into the last 2 races. It was super close going into the last 2. Well, actually not super close, but RK was still in it going into the last 2 races in the last match. But now it is pretty damn close. Very close to as close as you can get, really. World Friend up 2 going into the last 2 races. But RK, do they get the track pick? They do not. Okay. But going into this race with top 4-6 is definitely something that you've got to take into consideration. Could they take advantage of the early front presence? Or will World Friend have what it takes to, like, just get the troops at the beginning and take control of the front early? Or maybe even stay in the back and try to ensure the shock and help their team come up at the end? Let's see what happens.
Oh, if there's going to be some shock pulls here, John, it's going to be make or break. And I think it could straight up decide the full result of this match. Oh my good god.
Almost got the smart steering out there, but not quite. But yeah, Roberto in the back. It looks like an even split of the people from both teams in the back at the moment. So nothing too crazy here. It's tough to tell who is controlling the front at the moment, but with RK having already dominated it, but they are falling back.
There's a lot of them falling back all of a sudden.
Yeah, World Friend could be like top 3-5 even. Like, I can see that happening.
And I don't think that's RK just opting to go back because, say, one of them have shock. I do think it's because they did just
oh my god! RK's up here now for sure. 2-3 for RK. Starlo getting blued. This could very well be top 2.
Wow,
yep,
what
Blue Shield on the ramp. Oh, sorry, that's Thomas. What am I talking about? Yeah, Thomas going to be taking the shortcut for sure. And yeah, World Friend's still in first, but the coin!
Yes.
I think he got second place coin. Yeah, that's really bad for him.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't really have to worry about a blue shell for a little bit, as, of course, there is a 30-second timer on
there you go.
Blue shell. A shock is not out of the question, however.
Absolutely, and that could definitely help out either team, really, because it looks... Oh, that plant! Oh, the wreck coming in, though! RK is... Okay, is that RK in the front? Because Valor's up there, too.
Yes, that is Drac in first, I believe.
Yeah, Drac is in first for sure. I think RK is at least 1-3, maybe even a lot... Okay, 1-4 for RK. And Roberto streaming up. This could be really good.
These red
but Starlo streaming up as well. Oh, the trail on Valor, but Goody getting taken out as well. I don't... Okay, is that 2-3-4 for RK? I'm not entirely sure. 2-3-4-5 for RK. Okay. Not a crazy good race, but they do have the lead going into race 12.
They do, and that is huge because now they have all the spots behind first, and they can choose this next track to support that. And if they are able to take out first at the start of the race and they find themselves in top 4, that could be a game changer.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. So RK plus 6 going into the very last race. This is pretty damn crazy. And anything can happen. Both teams are absolutely in it. And honestly, just so awesome seeing a finals being played out like this. Like, a really, really close match in the last game, but damn.
World Friend Star did the exact same thing. Race 12.
Oh my!
Match. And RK say, "Yo, you can do it." Well, guess what? We can do it too. But the question is, will it pick it? I don't think it is. No.
Okay, GBA Mario Circuit. I think Baby Park is a bit of a weird track too in that regard because it is very close. So it's like, usually you'd want to pick Baby Park if you want to just secure a win, because if you're up like 30 or something like that. But RK is only up 6, so it's like, would you really want to place your bets on Baby Park to secure a win? I personally would want to.
That is, yeah.
But RMC definitely more of a well-rounded track in comparison to Baby Park. So, yeah, let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 of the Division 1 Finals, Season 14 of Mario Kart Universal. Let's go!
Oh, you see Starlo breaking into first with that red shell, trying to connect with Roberto. He's slowing down, trying to get a little bit fancy. It's not going to connect.
Not connecting at the moment.
Ooh.
Oh, the Ford coming in goes, so RK is 2-3 now. Thomas shrimming up. Well, that's now top 2. I don't... Okay, I slowed down because of the blue. Okay, that makes sense. But the bomb coming in, I think that only hit one of World Friends. And we don't even know if that was World Friend overall.
Oh, it's another bomb going off.
Yeah, I think that's... okay, so World Friend in first at the moment. I'd like to say that World Friend is like 1-4, more or less, something like that.
Is that a star in first? Oh, it's fire. Okay. Wait, is that a star?
Oh, the bomb! Oh, he got star low!
Wow.
That is a massive factor to take into consideration here. No shock yet, though.
That's a shock! Was that a shock? Or was that a star?
No, I think that was actually a coin.
No, hang on, wait. Dude. Oh, there we go!
Okay, shock comes in. Okay, so, blue shell coming in. I think World Friend has this. I'm not seeing many RK come up, and Roberto getting blued.
Oh,
Ryan's getting redded. I think it's RK's match for the taking.
I think it...
Some RK are back here, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, that's going to be a bottom
to have any chance of taking it.
3.
Maybe we are completely delusional, but
okay.
World Friend can take it out.
Hang on.
Does this mean anything? Oh my god! Oh my god! That's actually close. That's actually really close.
That's
my god!
That's really close.
Is that an RK win? I think that's an RK win.
That's so close. T,
that's
come on.
so... Oh my god.
Give us these results, T.
We're getting it right now. I think that's an RK win. I think that's an RK win.
15679 for World Friend Star.
Okay,
it is an RK win!
RK won by 4 points! RK plus 4. We're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Let's go. RK going crazy right now.
Oh.
That was so close at the very, very end. Oh my god, that last GP was crazy. And RK barely managing to take the victory. World Friend winning the race by 2, but RK able to edge out the victory. And we're going to a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be one hell of a game 3. I am looking forward to it so much.
John.
The first match was so close. This match was so close. If that's any sign for anything, next match is going to be a battle. It's going to be a war. It's going to be legendary. And I'm so excited to see this all go down.
Yeah, we're actually getting word that Ryan's actually redded Starlo on the last straight of that race, which did actually win them that war. Just that single interaction.
God.
So that is absolutely incredible. RK, dude, they are on fire right now.
That is absolutely insane. They're going crazy at the moment. And we're going to see these Titans clash for one more set of 12 races coming up soon. So, yeah, I think we're going to take a quick break for a wee bit. And we'll be back in less than 10 minutes. So, until then, my name is John Slater.
It's your boy Squidz. And make sure to not go anywhere. We will be right back.
Absolutely. Keep on giving her.
All right. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to MKU Primetime, and this is it. So Wolfriend Star, they have the upper edge on RK by 14 points for match 1. Meanwhile, on what was an absolutely insane second match, RK are just able to make a responding statement by winning the second match by a measly 4 points. And now match 3 is almost about to get underway. It's your boy Squidz, and I am once again joined by my fellow caster, John Slater.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy back once again for one more match. This is going to be one hell of a game, I can tell you that much. These two teams have been going at it today. A massive, massive battle between these two, and it's all coming to an end in epic fashion. It's just gonna be awesome to see, man. It's gonna be freaking sick. Words can't describe how awesome this has been. I'm just really so excited to see how this all goes down and how this all comes to an end.
It has been absolutely insane. And on your screen, we have the same lineup, the same graphic as earlier with all of the other matches. And I do believe, rather than this just being Division 1 through Division 9, I actually do think this is just showcasing the French teams, which are in the finals for their specific divisions. So we do see in Division 2, Wolfriend Moon and Inferno Blaze, they are also going to a Game 3 1-on-1. So is Maladia and Dynamite Alpha. So it's not just D1, but also D2 and D3, which are also getting very, very spicy indeed.
Yeah, Gungnir, again, probably pronounced that wrong. They went 2-0 versus RK2, meaning they are your Division 4 champions. Props to them. Alongside that, Alliance Rainbow are your Division 5 champions, going 2-0 versus We Elite Clan. It is still going down in Division 6, though, between Ronron's and Kira Team, 1-1. So, they're still giving her. And Harmonia are your Division 7 winners, going 2-0 versus Demon's Souls Team. Legendary name, nonetheless. All respect, all class. Forgotten Legends and Xylem are still 1-1, and they'll be going to a Game 3. And American Gunslingers taking home the Division 8 title versus Dragon Bill, going 2-0. Congratulations to them. All props, all class. There's still plenty of games to be played today, though, and it's going to be awesome to see which teams come out on top in the Game 3s in each division.
Yes, and Rozando le Katastrofe in... So, their second team, unfortunately, falling in D4 to Gungnir, 2-0. I feel like they've got to win D1 now. I think it would only be right. The second team, unfortunately, falling so close yet so far, and so the first team is going to maybe not quite avenge them per se, but I think it would make such an amazing arc, almost in a way. Alternatively, Worldfriend Star, they could continue their rampage throughout Division 1 and take home their 6th consecutive D1 title. So that would be honestly very insane to see, and I am so looking forward to this final match. It really does all come down to this. I do hope all of you in the chat are just as excited as me and John are.
Hell yeah.
The room will be opening shortly. Now, as far as lineups go, I do believe there may be a substitution this time around.
Yeah, I think, was it Rox being subbed out in World Friend?
Yes, we think Rox may be getting subbed out because he is not available to play this match 3. We will get an update on that once we know for sure, but I wonder who would replace Rox, because we don't know. It could be Lanfrey, it could be Mars, it could be Theo, we don't know.
Damn right. It's, you never know, but I think either way, like, these two teams are going to go at it, they're going to go hard, and it's going to be an awesome show. Oh, so by the way, completely off topic from what we were just talking about, but I apologize for getting the divisions wrong when going over the the teams and like the matchups, because I was under the impression that it was just divisions 1 to 8. So I completely apologize for that.
Just no problem.
Either way, like these are the matchups, these are the teams winning and losing, like all that kind of stuff.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, we have the results. So if you want to do some further research on what specific division that is, then why not hop on over to the Mario Kart Central website and you can find out for yourself there. But yes, those are the results for the majority of the French teams participating in their respective division finals. So yeah.
There you go. It's gonna be a big time match. I honestly, like, I'm really impressed by RK. I think I was honestly expecting Road Friend to 2-0 today. I really was. I didn't expect it to I didn't expect them to 2-0 by like a crazy amount, like convincingly 2-0, but I was expecting a close match in 1-2 and World Friend 2-0s. But RK coming in hot, making it 1-1. I'm so happy that I am standing corrected because this series has been awesome.
It really has. And you know what else is also awesome, John?
Oh, I know what's awesome. I know what's awesome indeed.
This upcoming announcement that will be announced after this Game 3. So if you are interested in what that could possibly be, make sure to stick around a little bit after this match between World Friend Star and RK has come to a close. I know I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure you are as well.
Damn right.
John.
It's going to be pretty awesome. I mean, it's going to be happening right after the match, so don't go anywhere after race 12 or race 11 or race 10 if the match is decided before any of those races. Do not go anywhere. Stick around the whole way through because you guys are in for a treat, as are Squidz and I. So it's going to be pretty awesome to see. We don't know what's going to be. No spoilers on our end. So, get hyped. Get hyped. That's all I'm going to say. Get hyped. Because,
indeed,
it's going to be quite the spectacle, I'd imagine. So let's go.
Yeah. Speaking of which, match 3, here we go. It is getting underway.
Wario Stadium pick for race 1 on the World Friend side. Twisted Mansion on the RK side. Very much the same as the Game 1 race 1 track picks. So
yes,
I guess it would make sense that the World Friend members are comfortable with their spots. But I feel like RK's in really good spots for Twisted Mansion. So if they get that could be really good. We haven't seen Twisted Mansion yet today. And here we are.
Until now. Yeah, it does look like RK are actually 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Bottom 3 for World Friend Star.
It could be a little random after, but yeah, more or less.
Yeah, we'll have to see how many people and, more importantly, who takes this upcoming shortcut by pulling a mushroom at this first item set. The final 12 races of tonight. Let's go.
Let's get it going. Also, one more thing to mention is that for the side of World Friend, they're actually subbing in FlowX and Mars. I know Rox had been subbed out for sure. I'm not sure who the other person subbed out was. However, those are the 2 people playing. We know that for sure. So just something to keep in mind. We'll probably figure out who got subbed out as well eventually. So yeah. Anyways, it looks like World Friend has most of the top spots at the moment. We see Swift, Thomas, of course, in first, and FlowX in third. So that's top 3. Close enough to top 3 for World Friend Star. So pretty good start to the race for them.
Yeah, most definitely. We do see a blue shell coming in. That'll be on the side of RK, we can imagine. There's quite a lot of RK back here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, the greens! That was pretty brutal. Anyway,
yeah, we see Roberto.
Seems like there could be some shock gaming happening in the back at the moment, but 2 bills coming in from the side of RK. I'd imagine, yeah, there's definitely not going to be a shock this early on, but we could see a shock soon if a team is able to acquire it. So seeming to be chaining... Okay, there's a shock! I don't know whose shock that was, though, because we saw 2 RK dodge, Valor dodged as well, and it seemed like an instant shock. I'm not really sure who would have came out on top from that, but Roberto coming up with fire behind the rest of his Crazy 8 in third, so Yeah, here comes the fire on the left side. Mars gonna have a tough time over here.
Yeah.
And yeah, he does barely get hit out. Oh no!
Wow,
right on the side. Oh, and he isn't able to connect with Thomas either. Okay, but coming back up to Thomas. He is in third. The fire coming back, but not gonna affect him too much outside the fact that he has no shrooms now, which could be a factor if he's not able to pull them at the set. Going for single blocks, triple bananas, not the greatest pull, especially if Ark is able to pull.
Watch out for that.
Especially if Ark is able to pull shrooms. Yeah. Valor keeping seconds, and
that is top 2, 4, 5.
We're gonna see. Yeah, top 2, 4, 5 for World Friend. A great start to the match, and
once again,
we've seen this every single game so far, which is a factor.
Yeah. And last match, RK did actually bring it back and win in the end. So we cannot get ahead of ourselves. Still 11 races to go. They've done it multiple times before, and yeah, RK are just straight up opting to whip out the dry desert.
Makes sense.
For race number 2, very, very early on.
We've seen it many times before, so we're most likely going to see it again. But yeah, Hyrule Circuit coming up for World Friend, which makes absolute sense because A, they have the spots for it, and B, they came out on top heavily last match. But that doesn't matter because we're going to Dry Desert, the reset track of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Both teams have a fair shot to win the race here. It's just a matter of who will be taking advantage of the items that they get.
Could not agree more. And once again, we're going to be seeing a lot of people just, chilling out at the back for the first 30 seconds or so, because shocks and blue shells, all these power items can only be pulled after the 30-second mark. So,
yep, absolutely. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. But RK definitely is in a position where they want to get a really good race there because they have been in this situation before where World Friend would get 2 great races back to back and RK would be right behind, or like really far behind right away. So they do not want that to happen again, especially in a Game 3 situation where one race can change everything. It could be a catalyst for the next few races, or it could just be like a one race thing, you never know.
Yeah.
But like one race can change everything. So RK, because they're already behind, they're really looking to win this race.
Oh,
and we see here, Thomas has gone behind a Bill.
Once again, I wonder if we can actually see Thomas dodging with a shock. Now, I will point out, that person in last...
He dodged with the shock! He dodged with the shock!
That person
last
in last...
frame, pretty much.
Yeah, went through the item, went through the very last shortcut without using an item. And so I was getting a little bit suspicious of that. So like, what's going on? And now we see Thomas holding another shock.
A great position for World Friend to be in right now. They have the potential to pull many dodges. Mars already obtaining one of a dodge. We could see more of them. Here we go. That could very well be like 3 or 4 World Friend dodging up right now in Stars. That is very, very good for them, especially with a pack this close. It is going to get split up very, very quickly, I can tell. But not quite, actually. It's still very close. Roberto getting taken out. Taylor doing some work with the triple greens. He could be doing way more than we think. Green shell coming in, unable to connect with Ryan's. And Thomas looking to get a very good spot here, assuming there is no third shock. With Banana coming in. He is in the star, though, so he is going to be in a fine position.
Well, this Boomerang's going to do a lot of work,
He was able to hit Angel on the line, so that is going to be 5th place for Thomas. Not sure who came out on top there. Oh, a 1-3-4-5 for World Friend. That's a solid race for them. Not the craziest race, but a solid race nonetheless. That is going to extend their lead by still quite a bit. And that's definitely what you want if you're World Friend.
World Friend Star getting a good race there, I think is, it's something to be expected. Pulling 2 shocks on a track as bag heavy as dry desert. It was quite rough for Arcade. There wasn't really too much they could do, honestly. Even if they did try and pull another one of their own, it would have been very tight anyway. So Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
You've just got to take it on the chin, though. They made the comeback last war and did actually end up winning that match. So
exactly,
they've got 10 races to make up what 26 points. Is that, or was that 36?
26 points at the moment. Yes.
26 points.
So yeah, absolutely still in it. If last sign is any sign for anything, RK is without a doubt still in the match. It's going to take a lot more momentum for World Friend to convincingly put the pressure on RK. Because RK is experienced with this now. Like, they, if anything, are pretty calm at the moment with being only down 26 because they were down a lot more at the very beginning of the last match. So, if I'm RK, I'm not worrying about anything at all. I'm just playing the match, seeing how it pans out, and then seeing if maybe something needs to be changed up later on. You never know. But yeah, RK in a perfectly fine position at the moment.
So Retro coming in for Thomas, though, is going to get taken out of first.
Yep, just like that. And back down to 7th, it looks like. I believe RK has quite a few people in the front. Especially because Thomas got taken out in the front.
Oh, that fire.
Oh, Thomas is off the track.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
one item can change everything.
Yeah, it's pretty damn bad for Thomas. We see Mars also going to get redded out.
We're seeing World Friend dropping like crazy, but Flo up here in 2nd. Still holding down the fort for the World Friend squad. I'd like to say for sure that is RK in 1st.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so
in which case it would be a 1-4.
1-3-4 if anything. Yeah, that's Roberto in 3rd.
Oh yes, Roberto, sorry.
Yeah, it happens, bro. I've been there too. Yeah, it's looking like 1-3, maybe 1-3-5. I think World Friend's in 4th. Yeah, that.
Oh, that hidden banana.
The banana though, yeah. Okay,
Top
1-3-4.
Hidden banana spots.
Yeah, 1-3-4 for RK at the moment. Assuming RK's in 1st, of course, which is it is possible that World Friend could be in 1st as well. You never know.
Oh, triple reds in 3rd. This is huge
reds
for Roberto. I highly doubt Swift can.
Swift is off. Oh! Wait, did they mistime that? I don't think Swift dodged.
He mistimed it.
He mistimed it, yeah. That was a World Friend
shock. That's another shock.
That's another shock. That's another shock. Oh my god. World Friend is going hard right now. This is insane for them.
Flo X holding another shock in 5th. This could be absolutely huge for World Friend Star.
Oh my god.
It's going to come in here.
Yep, they're going to... Oh, but RK and dodge it. Yeah, at least 2 of RK dodging. I don't think World Friend could do a whole lot with that, but still probably going to be benefiting from it. That's my guess. I don't know who came out on top there. It's safe to say World Friend, but you never know. Yeah, top 2, 5, 6, 8, 9. Still a really good race. Still a very good race. The bottom 3 factor for RK definitely helps out World Friend in extending their lead even more. I would say they're probably up around 40 at this point. Between 40 and 50 for sure.
Yeah, if those 2 RK members did not dodge, then that would have been an absolutely monstrous race for World Friend Star. I'm going to be honest with you here, John. I got a little bit nervous there once I saw Thomas holding a dodge in 10th, but with a ghost, because you've got to be careful not to steal your teammates' shocks. And I think he actually played it perfectly, because the moment the shock went off, he activated his ghost.
Yep, there you go. That's what you got to do. Yeah, you definitely don't want to mess with people. You definitely don't want to mess with people's dodges and potentially stealing them as well. That is a factor that can really screw things up. But yeah, Thomas played his cards really well there, and World Friend with another running track, TikTok clock. Let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, TikTok clock, a classic running track. Pretty hard to catch up. Not too many shortcuts to take, and all the ones you can, you don't even need a mushroom. You can just straight up take them in first. So have to see if World Friend Star can keep their top spots, or if RK can perhaps actually barge into the front themselves.
RK pulling shrooms here will be really important, but the Triple Nance coming out for Guti, I don't think it's going to be screwing over any World Friend. He probably was worried that he was going to hit his teammates, so he threw them away immediately. But yeah, it's looking like World Friend is in a really good spot to start the race. About top 3, maybe even top 4. Looking good for them right now. We see Roberto trailing behind the World Friend front presence. It's actually looking like only top 2 for World Friend.
This fire, though, that's going to put a dampen on things.
Yeah, the fire coming in just like that. World Friend really controlling the front once again.
Yep, just like that.
That was a pivotal fireball for
very important
for
as
World
well.
Friend.
Especially because Engel was holding that horn and could have done a lot of damage with that. As Ryan's is also going to get backed.
Yes,
so,
that's
this
a
is looking
big time
really
factor
good.
for World Friend. That's looking like top 4 for them. Top 5 for World Friend even.
Oh, wow. RK.
I'm assuming nothing happened to their top 2 that they already have. Yeah, Starlo would not be stopping like that if World Friend wasn't controlling the front. They definitely have top 4 right now.
Yeah, RK know this, but they need a shock, and if they don't pull it, it's not going to be looking good for them. And Roberto is in a star now, but he does pull another one. Blue Shell coming into play, that's not going to change things too much, I don't think.
I think RK really needs a shock, or else World Friend could run away with this. I can actually see that being reality. Even though World Friend are at 46 and RK have dealt with this before, World Friend with the momentum is one hell of a beast. And RK is going to need shock here, I think.
Yeah, look, that top 3 is gone. Even if a shock does come into play, Roberto can't dodge. I don't think a shock is coming into play here, John. I think this is going to be another really good race for World Friend Star.
A lot of dodges coming in, though. A dodge in 4th. Oh, no, he fell off, though. I don't think he's going to be losing much, though. I think he's only losing to his teammates. At the very least, the fall off didn't mean too much in the long run.
Okay, yeah, it did not mean. Yeah, it didn't matter at all. He only got overtaken by his teammates.
Top 3 for World Friend, though. Top 3 for World Friend. Top 3, 7, 9, 11. So an above average race in terms of winning races for World Friend. A pretty solid one overall. They're definitely up 50 more or less. So yeah, definitely a solid race for them overall. They're actually up 60 after the first GP. So while RK has dealt with this before, the pressure is absolutely on because it wasn't on so much in the first game because they did have game 2 to come back. But now it's game 3, and it all comes down to the wire. The pressure is definitely on too because RK has a chance to steal the show and take away World Friend's potential 6th Division 1 title, and turn it into the RK show. So, what's going to happen here? Hyrule Circuit, we're going to the GP2 of Game 3 of the Division 1 Finals for Mario Kart Universal. Let's go.
Yeah, RK, they need an answer now because World Friend Star will happily just, they'll just take this lead and just run away with it. We know what they're capable of.
Damn right.
If RK don't get a good race here, it's not going to be looking good. I mean, hell, we saw World Friend Star was actually top 5 overall. Granted, it was top 5 last, but they need an answer now.
Yeah, no top spot shrooms once again for RK, unable to really break into that top spot and the top presence of World Friend, which is something you really are looking for at the first set on this track, being able to shroom up at the very beginning. But yeah, not going to be happening for RK. World Friend looking really good right now. Could potentially even be top 4. Well, top 3 now, but yeah, still really good spots for World Friend.
Very good spots of World Friend indeed. That should be it's a 4-6, top 3-5. So Roberto gets taken out.
Yep, just like that. And looks like a lot of middle spots for RK, bottom spots now as well.
Well, assuming no one else got taken out, that's actually...
Oh! The shock comes in. It's first slot, but I don't think... Oh, no, Thomas definitely knows now.
Yeah, Thomas sees
You can have a ghost. You can have a ghost. Oh, he has the bill. Okay.
Oh,
Bill's Roberto off, but that probably doesn't mean much.
Well, I mean, it's going to make things a little bit more difficult for him to catch up now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Anything. Thomas is going to be stopping for a dodge, or hell, even a counter shock. That would be even better.
Yeah, he has 2 dodges, though.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
He could potentially dodge the shock because now he has a lot of time that he'll be in a dodge if the shock doesn't come before. Yeah, here he goes again, chaining more dodges. But the golden, that's not going to be good for him if he wants to dodge shock. He's shock! Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Oh, my God! They have a shock of their own!
That is terrible for RK, dodging Thomas with a shock.
Here we go! That changes everything! That was the best pull Thomas could have gotten there! That changes the game for World Friend! RK unable to capitalize, and World Friend, it's still looking pretty close with Gucci in second. I think a few more mid spots for RK. That's looking like a 1-3-4 for World Friend, though. Oh my God! That was insane, dude.
It's going to be a bit more. It's going to be a 1-3-4-5, 8-10,
oh
bottom
my God.
2 for RK. Wow, that's so unfortunate for RK.
That was insane, dude.
That is actually best case scenario for World Friend Star, because as soon as RK got out of their dodges from dodging the first shock, Thomas just out of nowhere comes into 5th or 6th and bam, uses a shock of his own, and just, wow. That is incredible.
I've never seen anything like it before. Literally pulled the shock as he dodged. That was one hell of a spectacle. I'm actually so surprised that he was able to clutch it out, because he had the golden. Like, he had the waste. He was good at that point for sure. But, wow. That was... I have no words. No words at all. I've seen nothing like this before. Holy crap.
And as soon as RK might think that it's the turning point, that they could start building some momentum, oh, you've got to feel for them, man. That's so rough. World Friend Star, they're only going to extend their lead up by 78 points now, and that's only after 5.
You got to remember, though, RK has dealt with this before, but once again, as I said last race, the pressure is really on it in a Game 3 situation, not so much a Game 1 situation. Yeah. RK's got to pull it together, because if they don't, World Friend will be taking their 6th Division 1 title consecutively, which is even like straight up 6 Division 1 titles is insane in itself. But 6 back-to-back consecutive, good God, World Friend Star, calm down. Yeah, you gotta relax, man. Save some pie for the rest of us, okay? But yeah, it's looking like a couple World Friend back here.
Yeah, there's quite a lot. There's Mars there as well. Goofy chilling in 9th.
Yeah, so I think there's at least 3, maybe even 4 World Friend in the bottom 6. So that is a factor for sure.
Thomas is getting
time and going hard. I think this is a sign that RK could be controlling the front, because Thomas is now going for shock.
I think so, yes. And look, Thomas, he's pulled so many shocks this set. You know, I haven't been counting, but he's probably like more than 5 at this point.
I can see it, yeah. Oh, but Roberto has shock. Okay.
Now the question is Thomas going to pull and use a shock before Roberto?
If anything, Roberto should actually focus on not dodging Thomas at all.
Yes,
like,
he's in last. He's in a bill right now.
Okay. He's backing again. Thomas in the back. So there's a good chance he doesn't have shock right now. He could have it, but yeah. It's okay. RK is playing the long game with this shock.
They are. They're being very patient.
Very interesting. How is this going to end? Let's see.
Roberto's still holding it.
Wait. Maybe RK's like top 4. That's why they held it. RK is like top 4, I think. Oh, some RK in the back though. Maybe that's top 3.
I think
that has to be top 3.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no way they'd hold it that long if they weren't top 3.
Okay, Starlo.
Okay, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That's still good for them. That's a winning race for RK, but you're going to need a lot more than that if you want to catch up.
Yeah, I do wonder if that shock actually got Starlo first. Maybe, or maybe just Starlo was in first. Or another alternative is he pulled a shroom and just took the cut and nabbed first, which would be huge for World Friend. Dude, you have no idea how scared I was for Thomas back in 12th. He could have very easily pulled a shock and just completely ruined RK's plan there.
Exactly, dude. That was pretty insane. But RK's first winning race, I believe their first winning race in game 1 was also on race 6. Maybe race 5, I'm not entirely sure. But yes, RK down 72 going into the second half of the final game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one hell of a match. This is one hell of an entire finals. And even though World Friend is up 72 right now, we could very well see a very close ending. So do not count RK out. The pressure is on, but RK can do the work to get back up there and to close that gap.
They most definitely can, and they're going to have to do it soon going into the second half of this third and final match. That green shell not quite going to connect. It's going to be an early 1-4. Oh, Starlo actually connects a banana with his teammate Mars.
Oh, damn. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's looking like top 2, 4. Okay, never mind. Definitely 1, 3, 4 now for RK. Yeah, looking pretty good for them front. And in the event of no shock, which I'd be really surprised if there wasn't, they have the spots. Although they might have too many runners, because now RK, at least they were 1, 3, 4, 5. Maybe they're bagging and like in their 4-5 now. Maybe they're bagging.
Ooh.
Top 2 now for RK. Starlo screwing up.
Oh, round the corner.
Okay, the shock does come in though. Who is dodging? RK. That's an RK shock.
That's
an RK shock.
An RK shock.
Comes in, but yeah, the plants. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, this plant's gonna do a little bit of damage, I think. To
Not
some
a
of
whole lot though. Not a whole lot. A little bit, but not a lot.
Well, things are getting a bit crazy. The back of the pack.
Things. Yeah, what's going on, dude?
Yeah, Roberto
Thomas
getting the
in
short.
ninth, getting a good pull to golden. I don't know if I'd use it right there, but maybe he can pull something
another
at the
blue
next
shell.
set to maybe screw over some RK. I personally would have held it till the golden strat, but oh my god!
Oh my
No,
God.
yeah. I had a feeling he should have held that golden. I had a feeling. And yeah, now he's getting 9th. I think that's a good race for RK. They did dodge up.
It should be.
Yeah,
Yes.
top 3, 5, 6. History is repeating itself right away. RK getting an amazing race and could very well be very much like back in it, like maybe like -50, maybe even less than -50. I'm not entirely sure, but goddamn, this is crazy.
Yeah, and as I was going to say, Roberto, unfortunately, that race, I think, just simply getting the short end of the stick there, it didn't go his way. But luckily, the rest of his team pulling through, getting the top 3, 5, 6. It's going to be a plus 24 for Team RK, and now they're only...
race for RK.
I mean, do I dare say only 48? I mean, hey,
you could say that.
It's a lot less than what it was.
You could absolutely say that. Goddamn! Okay, so, yeah, RK down 48. And anything can happen. That was the race they absolutely needed. And when I say one race can change anything, that could be the race that changes everything. That could be the race that sets RK up for massive success. And there's no better time for that than literally right now. So, will they take advantage of the opportunities? Will they keep the momentum going? We are about to find out. Okay, can't be perfect. It happens.
No, dude, this match really is just taking all of our words. I think it's absolutely insane. It's such an amazing match, and hopefully the last few races can just prove that, as I would assume. Oh no, Thomas is actually in the front this time.
Yep,
on,
there you go.
Maya
this
Circuit
could be
8.
good for what's their name? It's gonna be good for RK then, because you know Thomas, the master shock puller, unable to acquire the lightning bolt at the moment.
2, 3, 4 right now. For
Thomas taking
Wolf
first. Shock comes in early. Shock
backing out for the blue shell.
Blue shell games at the moment. The angle being taken out. Some top spots for World Friend, but I think that was an RK shock.
I think it must have been.
RK is coming up.
There's too much. There was too much of World Friend in the front. I think we do see Angel coming up here now as well.
Angel protecting himself and taking out Thomas in the process.
Oh, Angel actually hit the plant.
Oh, well, I don't know. Well, either way, World's Friend back in top 2 with some RK trailing right behind. Maybe even some more middle spots because that was their shock. We're gonna see what happens because it's looking pretty even at the moment with World Friend in top 2, but 5-6 as well. With Shrooms in 5-6 as well, mind you.
Yeah, Roberto can't go for the double. Triple Shrooms is still a decent pool nonetheless.
Yeah, especially in a pack like this. That's going to help him quite a bit if he can avoid getting hit.
Yes.
Ryan's with the star. Going to be able to secure a solid spot, especially with the triple shrooms as well.
Oh, and these...
Yeah. Roberto almost getting screwed, but yeah. Did he win Starlo?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, not quite.
That's a good race for World Friend, though.
Yeah, top 2, 4, 5 for World Friends. I don't know. That was a very crucial race for World Friends, especially after RK got a dominant race prior. Being able to shift it back in World Friends' favor, especially going into the last GP, plus 64. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's a bit rough.
It's looking crazy. The pressure is on RK like crazy right now. Of course, it is still possible to the highest degree. We've seen what RK can do in these situations, but there has never been a situation that RK has experienced where there's more pressure than right now. Going into GP3, down 64 on World Friend. Kind of started there.
That must sting a little bit, I think, because Arcade had almost almost their race prior just being completely undone from that one race from Wolf and Star because they got top 2, 4, 5. So
Yep.
now they've only got 4 races to make up a 64-point deficit. So it's not looking too great for them. If they don't get a good race here, then it's looking really bad, John.
Yeah, I'm going to give Arcade the benefit of the doubt. I think they have to at least win this race, get some momentum back, and really capitalize on it on the next few races if the winning race on here is not the best winning race. If World Friend can convincingly win this race, as much as Arcade could still be in it, I would say it's over at that point. You never know, but yeah, World Friend definitely looking comfy at the moment. But Arcade cannot count them out just yet. This is a very important race.
Yeah, there's only so much they can do, and we'll have to see as... Oh, Drac gets taken out. Very nice green shell from Thomas. Oh,
Thomas
he gets
taken out, though. Yeah, Triple Greens making plays for RK.
I think that was actually his own greens that was stolen from him right at the very end. Yeah. That actually took him out, so...
Yep,
yeah. Oh, that bomb
coming in, though?
Yeah, not reacting
Thomas
to that.
getting taken out just like that. Some World Friend in, like, the lower end of the middle. But some RK in the back as well. So probably an even mix in terms of who is, like, winning this race. It's probably very even at the moment. But Shocks could come into play. Shocks can do some damage here, so we're going to see what happens.
Shocks are really good here, because if you dodged, especially in builds, on that S turn, you catch up a ridiculous amount of time. And you can get the... you wouldn't be too far away from the next item set either. So going into that 3, this is where it all comes into fruition. Thomas is holding a star in 5th right now.
That's a great item to have in the spot he's in.
Yes.
I would say he use it right on now.
Oh no!
Build off! Yeah, he should have used that star because that's a time where RK would use shock if they had one. Yeah, pulling another star of his own. So even if RK does have a shock, if it's a later one, then he'll be in a good situation. But quickly catching up though. He's already back in 6th. And with a red shell, he should still be fine.
He's got to watch out. There's a lot around him right now.
Yeah, able to maintain
7th place.
Not sure who came out on top there.
Drac.
Okay, that's the World Friend win.
Yes.
I am worried for RK now because I think that's definitely World Friend win.
And that was what 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 12 for World Friend. That's a slightly winning race. Actually, maybe even a little bit more than slightly. Like +6, +8 for World Friend Star there.
+6, yeah.
World
Friend up 70 going into the last 3. RK has clutched it out. However, time's ticking. Time is running out. And RK is going to need something big this race.
Yeah.
Otherwise, World Friend is going to be sitting very, very pretty.
Yep, straight up. It has to be this race. Not race 11, not race 12. It has to be now. It doesn't matter if you get 2 top 6s in a row, if you get top 6 now. So, it's going to be tough for them. And I'm actually quite interested how they're opting to go N64 Rainbow Road, also known as Trainbow.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is a track where you can do some cool stuff. You can do some cool stuff here. If you can get a shroom, it's pretty simple how you can take control of the front. If you can get a shroom per set, multiple drafts, shroom up at the second set, ideally with protection after, then you could have the easiest run of your life. It's a tough battle at the very start, but it's very possible. Thomas getting that shroom, if he can get the drafts as well, this could be great for him.
This is where lots of people are going to be taken out. People passing the first set, pulling triple items or, green shells, red shells, bananas. Does look like World Friend has managed to keep a lot of front presence, though. Thomas with this boomerang. Got to be careful not to hit his teammates, but it's looking decent for World Friend. As
Good
Ryan's,
start
though.
For World Friend for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Ryan's, though, crawling his way into 2nd, but good communication from World Friend.
Comes in. Yeah, great communication from World Friend. That was awesome. But Thomas getting taken out. Still one with boomerang shot. Can he do much with it, though? He probably can. Oh, not quite able to hit Roberto. It's tough to tell who's winning right now. We saw World Friend in the front early on in Section 2. I'd like to say they still have it.
Yes, I think so.
And in that case, it's not looking good for RK, in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how often RK actually
Triple
likes
reds from Roberto, able to do a tiny bit.
Oh my
wait.
good god.
Okay, stuff is happening. Stuff is happening. Again, not exactly sure who's in the front. That's the main concern right now.
That's really bad.
I think Friend is sitting pretty right now.
I think
a lot of middle spots for RK.
I think
World Friend as well.
They may have got top 2-4. World Friend. Yes,
top 2-4, 5
yes.
for World Friend. I think that's actually it. I think that's it.
Oh no.
That was race 10. Yeah, World Friend. I think they're up more than 80. I think that has to be it.
I think I may have to agree with you there. I think that is all she wrote. We're going to get confirmation real quick. And that is indeed going to be it. World Friend Star. 6 consecutive Division 1 titles. Your champions for MKU Season 13.
Absolutely. Truly, like, massive kudos to World Friend. And, able to keep the streak going. That is pretty insane. And, wow. That is... Whew! I mean, I was very hopeful for RK, especially after race 7, winning by 24. That was pretty awesome. But yeah, World Friend beasting it in the last 3 races, and now being up 92, going into the last 2 races. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to repick, so yeah, it's over just like that. World Friend's giving her. They're giving her full throttle. They've been giving her since the end of 2019. Yeah. Damn. That is pretty awesome.
So dominant, and I really am interested to see which team can eventually take them down. But for now, they're going to continue their absolutely outrageous streak at this point. 6 consecutive titles. That is absolutely absurd. Congratulations to World Friend Star. But I do want to congratulate Rozando la Katastrofe as well. Like, good God, they had such an incredible season, taking World Friend. Well, not only did they get to the D1 finals, but they managed to take World Friend Star to a Game 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I just need to cut you off for a second, because in case anyone in the stream did not hear when we talked about this, there is a special announcement coming after these last few races. So stick around. Do not go anywhere, because stuff could be going down. Stuff could be going down in the community, and you do not want to miss what is in store. It's going to be pretty awesome to see. Squidz and I both have no clue what's coming, so we're going to give you our reactions after the announcement has been brought out. It's going to be pretty awesome, and I'm super excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I know there are a few speculations, but, we cannot either confirm nor deny. So we'll have to see what is in store within the next 5 or 10 minutes or so. I know I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, so going really briefly, whilst we have the time, as Roberto just gets smacked in the face.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this season has been absolutely amazing. It's been most teams registered ever for an MKU season.
Big moment for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe community, and we're still growing like crazy. It's really awesome to see.
18, very late shock. 18 divisions. That's actually insane, and that's, all divisions up until D15, D16 or so have 8 teams. So that's a lot of teams, and even more so, that's a hell of a lot of players enjoying this wonderful game. So it's amazing that we can all come together and make some new friends. And so the other divisions, it's looking like Inferno actually came out on top for Division 2. So they will be your Division 2 champions this season. Meanwhile, Melodia getting a very, very respectable win in Division 3. So congratulations to Melodia as well.
Congratulations,
well
all
played.
class. Yes, awesome stuff. What was it? Okay, Gungnir won Division 4. Alliance Rainbow winning Division 5. Congratulations to all of these teams pulling through. Amazing stuff, and pat yourselves on the back. 100%, giving her.
Indeed. We do see Thomas swapping to, was that Daisy Yoshi bike I saw very briefly in the corner of my eye? Oh my good God.
Yeah. We're going back to the track of vibes. We're just vibing.
We're going back.
You know the vibes. We're just giving her, as always. And Dry Desert, no better place to be. Hell yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of Yoshis I'm seeing. I'm going to assume that's World Friend. It's Arcade. Okay, you know what? I'm actually happy that Arcade can still, kind of laugh it off and be like... Because I think it's safe to say they know that they've had an absolutely incredible season, right? Lots of teams underestimated them for sure. So seeing 100%. Them actually finish second this season after being pretty much inactive for the past few, it is amazing to see. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna have to be BRB for a second. I need a bathroom break. With putting your heart out there on the stream, high energy, being super, super damn loud, it takes a toll on your voice. I had to drink a lot of water, so your boy has got to do the old bathroom break. I'll be back shortly. Keep on giving her.
Yeah, there's no problemo. I will be here just, sitting back, relaxing with all of you guys whilst this set comes to a very nice close, I think. Thomas actually holding a start and triple shrooms in second, just because one person in first, I don't know who it is, but it seems like they're the only person running right now. I'll be very, very surprised if there's no shock this race. Just gonna say right now. So yeah, I do hope everyone had an amazing season for their respective teams. Hell, even if you're not actually registered for a team right now and say you've only been watching for a short amount of time, if you're interested in joining a team, then why not head over to the Mario Kart Central website. You can also find the Mario Kart Central Discord as well. Find yourself a team, make some new friends, and take part in your own competitions. I think you'd love it. Oh, and there you go. I did say it. The shock coming in, lap number 3. Roberto's going to start getting Roberto's getting absolutely clapped. Welcome back, JP Givener. How was your bathroom break, my dude?
Oh, very relieving.
Very relieving. Yeah, I can imagine. It's been such an insane night.
Yep, 100%. I mean, hey, you know what? I get a lot of comments on my videos asking, why are you so loud? Why do you scream? Well, you know what? It's because I put my freaking heart out there. That's it. And
yeah, it's as simple as that.
Yeah, man. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah. I don't care if I need to sacrifice my voice. It's all good. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. And we're just still giving her. We're still giving her, bud. We're doing what has to be done. And yeah, once again, massive congratulations to World Friend Star taking home their 6th consecutive Division 1 title. Amazing stuff. The streak continues, and there is yet to be a team to stop World Friend. Yep. They could very well keep it going for as long as this game is around. It's very much a possibility. They have been dominating like crazy. Arguably the best team in the history of this game. Definitely the best team in terms of tournament wins, but yeah, no doubt about it. World Friend Star, amazing team, and continuing their dominance.
Indeed. And now, that being said, we did mention a few times this so-called announcement is going to be underway very shortly. Quite a lot of us are actually kind of going into this blind, just like you guys are. So I'm really hoping all of you are excited for this. Let's have a look what just is in store for us.
See you on the other side. Like, I don't know what to say, dude. This is absolutely insane. Endgame TV with Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart Deluxe, and Mario Kart Tour all together. Yeah, wow. I cannot believe that.
I am straight up speechless. And that trailer as well, I think we can all agree that was ridiculously hype. Like, very, very well made. Oh, dude, my heart's actually going right now, and I'm not even kidding.
Wow, dude. That was insane. I'm so excited, dude. I'm so freaking excited. This This is insane. The Mario Kart Deluxe community has come so far, and honestly, to reach this point, to be a part of an event like this, I'm sorry for talking so fast. I'm so speechless right now. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
But holy crap, this is unreal.
Yeah, huge shout out to Endgame TV as
my
well.
God.
Oh my, making this happen. Oh
wow.
I need to call off, dude. Oh.
Let's go. That is crazy.
And we saw it's not just Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well.
Yep. Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart Tour. The top Mario Kart games right now coming your way this summer. Wow.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone, every single viewer right now tuning in is super hyped for this. I know we are, and I cannot wait for this. Summer of 2021. I'm not gonna lie, I've already forgot the date, but it was mid-June to I think mid-July. So it's right around the corner, John, and I cannot wait.
That's gonna be awesome, dude. That was so awesome. The trailer, everything, just like the fact that World Cup's happening in this fashion too, man. Oh my god, let's go! Wow.
Whew, right.
What else is there to say? Holy pepperoni!
No, but dude, like, how do we even end this stream now?
We got the man with the plan, Eirik, in the chat too. Holy god, let's go! It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. World Cup 2021. 3 Mario Kart games this summer. This is going to be insane. This is a revolutionary event for the entire Mario Kart community. Not just Mario Kart Deluxe, Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart Tour. The entire community is going off. And we're making moves. We're making epic gamer moves right now. This is going to be crazy. I know I said I messed up my voice earlier and sacrificed to put on a hype show for the finals. But I don't care. We're screwing her up even more. Let's go. World Cup, baby. World Cup. Woo! This is going to be crazy, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to be absolutely crazy. And honestly, I think that is a perfect way to end off what was an already hype as hell stream. Like, such an amazing match, such an amazing announcement. And so we would like to thank absolutely every single one of you for tuning into the stream tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with all of you, especially you, Mr. JP Givener. It's been a pleasure.
Likewise, my friend. Anyways, once again, massive congratulations to World Friend Star taking home their 6th consecutive Division 1 title. An amazing team overall. I'm just speechless, dude. I'm sorry. But yeah. We're vibing, and wow, what a stream. Anyways, guys, we're going to close her out right here. So, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day, and keep on giving her, bud.
Peace.